Terry, if we don't keep an eye on him all morning, he may start beating the paddywhacker. Please.
Wow. No kidding.
He's very excited about 49 points put up by the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yes.
And his boy T.O. Really
yeah, T.O. looked
just
like
going off.
Well, he's a nice player, Terry.
Yes.
A little bit of a showboat, though, don't you think?
Just a tad. On the star, a little, you know.
You watched the game, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
Watch me take some of his thunder away here.
Oh, really? Oh, goody.
I'm just a little worried about their defense in a big spot against a team that can run the ball. I'm just a little worried about that in a big game. That's all I'm saying.
You know he's going to analyze it all for you and break it down.
Their defense does not impress me, Terry.
No?
Siobhan Curse, all right? Is he okay? He's not listening.
No, he's not. You're not going to ruin his day.
Did he hear my question?
Yeah, he came back in.
Oh, he did. Oh, it's a shame.
Oh.
Anyhow.
Not only did he came back in, he became back out.
Which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
Let's recap, if we can, the fantasy football week that was. What did he scream?
Something about fat bastard. That's all I heard.
In reference to who?
Take a pick in this room.
Yeah.
Right. Let's make sure that we understand that there are 4 teams that make up representatives of our fantasy football league. And let's see, the OBs Baristas.
Yes.
A loss.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Fred Weeman team.
Mm-hmm.
A loss. The Hot Shot team. A loss.
I wasn't sure for a second
not
there.
good.
And the T-Man team, better known as Team Douche or Do You Douche, question mark.
Yeah, let me guess.
You're right. What do you think, Stephen?
Well, I'm going to guess, you won.
I win! See, the cream rises to the top over the course of the long
Oh,
haul.
look at that cream.
During the course, that's right, baby.
Is that cream? Is that what
Yeah.
that is?
That's
I think it is.
Bet you wish you had a nickel for every time you said that, Terry. Yeah. Over the course of a long season, you'll have the separation of the men from the boys. If the season were to end today, Terry,
Yes.
how it finish in my division, you know, the Nicole Richie division,
Uh-huh.
as opposed to the Paris Hilton division, I'd finish in first place with a first-round bye.
Wow.
The juggernaut cannot be stopped. That is Team Douche. And you'll all just sit and watch now. That's right!
Cleaning everybody out.
That's the best way to put it, Jay.
One big
Could have
swoosh.
put it better myself. As the obese baristas got their heads handed to them over the weekend. That's a damn shame. Some bad coaching decisions by the personnel that's running your organization, Terry. I noticed you had a player on your bench that scored more points than any of your other players. That's just inexcusable.
That's a tough
Stuff
break.
like that happens.
No, it doesn't happen to me. It happens to you.
It's never happened to you?
No.
Okay.
You find me one week during the season where the best player, the highest point total player of the week was sitting on my bench. You find me that. You find me that, and I'll apologize to you.
I don't have the resources
Yeah, I
to
have
do
nothing, because it doesn't happen. As a matter of fact, I can't think of any team that's happened to this year where the highest player on the team was sitting there on the bench riding the pine.
Not good.
Well, he had a bad attitude. And we gotta show these players that you
that's
can't
right.
do that with
Who
us.
the hell the boss is? We are, damn it.
I mean,
That's right.
we'll take the loss to prove a point. We still would have lost, by the way.
Everyone knows Brandon Stokely's out of control. Right. Terry, I think you should take over the team reins. I think you should take over the management of your team. Your team is heading in the wrong direction, and the person steering the boat is steering it down the wrong, just down dead end. Your best player sitting on the bench.
I understand that, but, you know, for most of the season thus far, he's done a pretty stellar job.
Well, here's here's what's happened.
He's
maybe
done all right.
something
Probably
you should
better than me.
Something you should realize. Pasty's now dating.
Oh, God,
Well,
he's
if
distracted.
you consider 2 dates dating,
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
Pasty's dating, and it's clouding his judgment.
Ooh,
Pasty Dave the Dater?
Pasty.
It's the Tiger Woods of fantasy football
Oh,
now.
no.
Falling apart.
Still the Virgin?
He's screwed.
Still a Virgin.
Wow. Date 3. What are you working on now? Have you gone on 3 dates or 2 dates?
We have gone on 3 dates.
3 dates.
Wow.
We set him up at the ham sandwich release party, Terry, and they've been going strong ever since. But he's still a weirgin.
It could be a weirgin for a while. But I bet it'll be at least a year if they date that long.
Well, she was ready to hand it over on hour number 1.
I know.
The problem is that she was ready to hand it over to everybody.
Wow.
Wow, Steven.
You want to marry this girl. Steven, you'll remember that comment.
Sounds like Steven feels like he missed out on an opportunity, too.
Something tells me she wouldn't have given it up to Steven.
Wow, so you agree she was ready to give it over to everyone except
No,
Steven?
why would he rain on Pacey's parade like that?
You guys made that. You guys made that.
He's worked here for 9 years, and not once has he got an email saying, "Hey, Steven, saw your picture on the website. You're cute. You want to meet sometime?"
Oh, geez.
Wow.
You know, this is kind of early to be having this kind of animosity towards one another. We're a family. Keep that in mind. Keep going. We're a family.
I just don't know why he would rain on Pacey's parade. That's
You
just how
were the
rude.
one that said that, by the way, the other day.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You all said it the other
He does it
day.
in the proper way, off the air and behind Pacey's back.
Right, okay. Maybe that's the difference.
Man, you just...
So I reiterate things you guys say.
geez.
Now I'm the asshole. That's great.
How is... oh, jeez. How... man.
Not one email saying you're handsome, Steve. Boy.
Still waiting.
Still waiting. It'll happen sometime.
Pace, you have to hear this from Kilbreath.
I know.
First moments of the program. She was ready to hand it over to everyone, and he includes himself. Like Stephen is suggesting that if he would have snapped his Stephen Kilbreath chubby fingers,
Oh, wow.
she would have come running over and sat on his face or something like that.
Oh, no.
Is that what you're saying, Stephen?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Steven.
It's exactly what I was saying.
Not nice. It's wrong, by the way. It's inaccurate. At least according to Jimmy Fred, from what his vantage point was. And I'm not ready to commit to the fact that she was ready to just jump all over you, Stephen.
Right, well, I'm not either.
Well, you did.
And Pacey's enjoying her.
You've created a very uncomfortable moment on the program right now.
Right, I created it.
Well, you did. He doesn't even want to acknowledge he created a very uncomfortable moment on the program right
I
now,
mean,
Terry.
it's something that you all said the other day, too, by the way.
very awkward.
Okay.
And I don't remember ever
I didn't say
saying
anything.
such a thing.
Well, you didn't say it, Terry.
If you don't mind, I'd like to go out in the hallway. I'm very uncomfortable.
We're all very uncomfortable.
Why don't I leave? Would that help?
Well, just comments like that probably are a little unnecessary.
Yeah, it's not going to take away the comment. The comments made us all uncomfortable.
Okay, so Jimmy Fred can call him gay for years and years and years, but that's okay.
I don't remember all that. I just know you said what you said a few minutes ago, and it's made things very uncomfortable.
Right. Well, and for that, I am terribly sorry.
I think you may have hurt Pacey's feelings.
And just for the
well.
record, Steven's face is big enough for about 6 people.
At the same time, huh?
That's right.
Whoa. It'd be quite a movie.
Oh, it's a horror movie.
Oh, jeez.
You would want to see it.
It's so awkward around here now. I don't know what to do. Pasty, are you okay?
Yeah.
He's uncomfortable. Can you hear that? Damn bastard.
Never going to quit smoking now with comments like that.
What does Steven think he is saying that? Do you think deep in his heart he believes that if he would have snapped his that he could have had her if he wanted to? If he would have put out his A game?
Well, making a comment like that kind of
Gives a little insight to his insecurity.
Imply that he means everybody. including himself.
Of course. Well, that goes without saying. That's what he was. He was just talking about himself.
But I think
He was saying, Pasty, if you think you're big time, I could have had her too.
Ooh.
That's what he was saying. No doubt about that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to read between that statement, read between the line. Come on. Pasty's having his one moment in the sun over the past couple of weeks, and Steven comes along. Picture 49 comes along and says, hey, buddy, don't get too carried away with yourself.
Right.
I could have had her too.
Here, let me rain on your little parade, your sunshine parade.
Man.
It's funny that I said all that. It's crazy. I don't know why I would have.
Well, you have to look within yourself. People are calling in feeling very uncomfortable, Steven.
I bet.
It's the truth.
I can't drive.
It's very much of a, you could feel, it's a tangible uncomfortableness, Terry.
No, you can sense it, definitely.
Yes. Now, because of that, I don't know where this program's going to go today. You're on the air.
Yeah, T-Man, I feel very uncomfortable.
The listeners are calling in, Steven. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. I feel so uncomfortable because
I understand, sir, and I apologize, and there's nothing I can do to take that back. It's Kilbreth, and perhaps we'll have to go deep into his past, his childhood, to find out what caused that comment, but he laid it out there, and now we're all feeling very awkward.
I think his mom heard him, so I think he feels every woman's liable to give it away.
Wow. All right. Okay, now I feel more uncomfortable than ever. Marge has been brought into the conversation.
Not good.
What is that?
Maybe she and I need a romantic night, like Pidgey and Jimmy.
That's Pasty's date on one of these lines you're telling me?
Oh, wow.
Now I'm going to feel really uncomfortable.
Okay.
I don't think she'd like to hear what Stephen had to say. I'm assuming that's why she's calling in at this early, obscene hour.
Yeah,
She says, no, Stephen was my first choice.
Yeah, Stephen's totally right. You're on the air. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
What can I do for you? I'm surprised that you've called in so early.
Well,
Obviously, you were shaken out of a sleep by a Kilbreth comment.
No, I just wanted to verify that. No, I wouldn't have given it up to Steve.
Wow.
But everyone else she's confirming, so that's good.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yes.
But not picture number 49.
Oh, jeez.
T-Man. Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber.
Hey, what's up? It's Cube 93, Shelly Hurt.
Nick and Jessica. Is the honeymoon over for the newlyweds? Well, apparently not.
Oh.
And the couple came to Extra to set the record straight.
Right.
We love each other to death.
You like to think that everyone knows that what's in those magazines is not true, but at the same time, there's some people out there who believe what they read, and we just want to tell those
Some people? How about everybody?
No kidding.
Man, who's he kidding? There are a couple people out there. I know there are some people out there who believe what they read. How about everybody? I've seen Jessica James, Terry.
Have ya?
Yeah.
And?
Nick would be an idiot not to be wilding with her when she's at a bachelor party. He put himself in the position of being at a bachelor party with some of his little band friends.
Yeah.
With Hollywood porn stars. Are you kidding me? No, it's completely innocent. Some people believe what they read. I don't know what they're thinking. Dope.
What's in those magazines is not true, but at the same time, there's some people out there who believe what they read, and we just want to tell those people it's not true. And we're
not
like
true.
this.
Listen to her. You know she was screaming her head off behind the cameras.
Right.
But as soon as the cameras go out, it's not true.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what that means? 3 months from now. Yeah, we just couldn't work it out.
Right, exactly. The countdown starts.
Everything seems to turn out to be true in those things.
The countdown continues. I've seen Playboy TV has Jessica James as a regular on the show called Totally Busted.
Uh-huh.
Are you familiar with Totally Busted, Terry?
No, I'm not.
Oh, jeez. Totally Busted is your punked, your candid camera kind of show, but it involves much more explicit, naked scenes, Terry.
I gotcha.
Like some unsuspected character will be applying for a job, or he'll be like being trained to be one of those research study people that watch people sleep and stuff. And he'll be actually coming in for his first training, and the person all of a sudden will have to leave the room who's training him to take a call, and the subject who's being monitored for sleep will all of a sudden start taking off their clothes and start rubbing themselves. And the guy who has no knowledge of what's going on or that the cameras are on him, Terry, is just like dumbfounded.
Of course.
And then all of a sudden the person who is the subject for the monitoring of the sleep not only starts rubbing herself, but gets up and starts attacking the man.
Ooh.
Who was supposed to be in training.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how quickly he is to adapt to the situation.
Oh, boy.
Yes! And Jessica James is hot, man!
Really?
Yeah, even Angela walked in the room. Well, I called her in the room. I said, hey, you want to see the girl that Nick Lachey is accused of doing stuff with? And she's like, you just showed me the other day. You're kind of getting a little obsessed with her, aren't you?
Is she here now?
I'm like, oh, I did? I didn't realize.
Sorry about that.
I'm like, she means so little to me, I forgot that I showed her to you. I mean, she just looks good on TV, Terry. She's probably a nasty person. I don't know.
Yeah,
anyhow,
right.
But don't give me this, all of a sudden, we're so great, Nick Lachey, Jessica Simpson crap. You guys have been fighting for weeks. All of a sudden, now you come out a month later and make it like everything's fine?
We're A-okay.
Nobody's buying it.
Well, apparently not. And the couple came to Extra to set the record straight.
We love each other to death.
You'd like to think that everyone knows that
We love each other to death. That means if I have to kill him inside of a week, I will.
Right.
what's in those magazines is not true, but at the same time, there's some people out there who believe what they read, and we just want to tell those people it's not true. And we're like,
the only people out there that don't believe what they read are your parents, Nick. Just like Scott Peterson's parents didn't want to believe it.
Right.
He's guilty, and you did some things with Jessica James, and no one's blaming you.
Yeah. See all the covers that have like pictures of her talking about life without Nick. Can she handle it? And all that stuff.
Every magazine that could get away with it had pictures of Nick and Jessica not looking happy on their cover with Jessica James in the middle.
Yeah.
And I bought every one of them. We love each other to death. It's not true. Save your breath. Save her for something important. Like your threesome with Jessica James, all right?
Oh, wow.
See, that's the problem.
Maybe that'll come out next.
Well, Jessica Simpson would never do that. She's a good old Texas girl.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus land liver.
There's some people out there who believe what they read, and we just want to tell those people it's not true. And we're
not
like
true.
Well, that's good.
Pathetic. Only reinforces what we already know.
Right, so transparent.
What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening?
Well, GQ Magazine's Men of the Year issue is going to hit newsstands 1 week from today. And it'll be issued with 3 different covers featuring Tom Cruise, Jude Law, and James Gandolfini.
So the man of the Year is 3 different guys?
Oh, yeah. Apparently it is. They're going to have different issues.
Yes, but did you say Man of the Year?
Uh-huh.
Or Men of the Year? Oh, Men of the Year.
Men of the Year.
Whatever. Tom Cruise is still Man of the Year? Men of the Year?
One of them, yeah.
Whatever.
Of course, he's on the list.
All right.
And Russell Simmons is one, Dustin Hoffman.
Good for Russell Simmons.
Mm-hmm. Donald Trump, Usher.
Good for Usher.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump.
I know.
All right.
And speaking of Tom Cruise, I don't know whether or not you're interested, but he's decided he wants to climb Mount Everest.
Good for Mount Everest.
I don't know. Maybe he's having a midlife crisis.
You think the urge to climb Mount Everest is an indication of some kind of deficiency and or a midlife crisis?
Well, yeah, for him, yes, because, I mean, most guys probably go out and buy a really fast car or whatever, but Tom Cruise...
He's already got the fast cars.
He's got everything that
so
you could
all that's left is this huge mountain in the world.
Right.
He goes out and buys himself a Lamborghini. He'd put it with the other 6.
Right. So
that wouldn't be doing anything for his midlife crisis.
Sure.
So, wow. Terry Free, the psychologist that I'll probably see later this week on Totally Busted, she is picking up on something, ladies and gentlemen, that perhaps we all didn't, that Tom Cruise is having a midlife crisis.
I mean, he's been single for a while, which is, I mean,
longer
than usual.
Yes.
So,
who knows what he does behind closed doors?
That's right.
He's interested in some Sherpas as he goes climbing up the mountain, probably.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, what are Sherpas?
They're the people that carry everything for you as you're climbing up Mount Everest.
Trail guides.
Well, you can see I'm a big climber. Is that a climber? Little reference? Is it only for climbing that you have Sherpas?
Yeah, hikers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hikers and climbers. Yeah. Not my world. Anyhow,
right.
I've never seen a mountain and said, I have to have that. Right. Unless there is another one next to it and it's surrounded by a woman. Anyhow,
or if there's a road up it, maybe.
Right. Anyhow, so Tom Cruise wants to climb Mount Everest.
Yes.
Yes, with his team of Sherpas. Tom Cruise and the Sherpas.
Yes. Do you want to hear his quote about Mount Everest?
No.
Okay, then. I won't give it to you.
It's really tall.
Right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's really tall.
Jeez, right.
No, he says, I really enjoy climbing, and Everest is the ultimate challenge. Life's an adventure, and the adventure is what you make it.
See, I think Terry, it's not really Mount Everest, just a small hill in his backyard, but he's such a little guy, like Timmy Fred, that it seems like Mount Everest to him, and he's planning on climbing it later this week.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Climbing Mount Everest is not some easy task that you just kind of hammer out on a weekend.
Yeah, it isn't.
Especially when you're 5'6.5", like Tom Cruise. Well, with a team of Sherpas, though. I learned a new word today. With a team of Sherpas, Terry.
You're using it.
Yes.
Quite often.
Using it in a sentence now. With a team of Sherpas?
Yes.
I think he'll have no difficulty, especially when they carry you up like The tomb of King Tut.
Right.
To the top of the mountain.
Carry him the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Most people who decide they want to climb Mount Everest do a lot of conditioning for like a year or whatever because
Right.
they have to get in shape.
Well, fortunately for Tom Cruise, Terry's been in condition all his life.
Ah.
That's right. Huh? Whatever. Anyhow, what else?
Hanging on the ledge in Mission Impossible. I mean,
Yes. We've all tried it.
Also, British tabloids are saying that Christina Aguilera may be getting married soon. Her boyfriend has supposedly bought her a 20-carat engagement ring.
That's where we are now. No matter who the next one to get married, they're going to have to top 20 now. Everyone is trying to top the latest person who got engaged as far as how many carats they got.
Right.
20 carats is now the highest we've heard of.
Yep, $54,000.
And I'm sure Christina Aguilera's boyfriend was more than capable of buying it on his own.
Well, he does work for her management company.
Right, and I'm sure working for a management company enables you to buy a 20-carat diamond ring.
Yeah.
Something tells me she might have put a couple of dollars into the investment.
Yeah.
The ring fund.
Two interesting things happening. Women out there in the Hollywood or the limelight kind of world are buying themselves their own engagement rings these days.
That'd be nice.
And
it's a good trend.
Yeah, keep it up.
Now the next couple that comes out and gets married has to have a ring a minimum of 20.5 carats.
Oh, wow.
It's a game of can you top this? And Christina Aguilera right now is winning.
She's on top of Mount Everest, actually, right now with that.
Mm-hmm. Terry, I just got word that Alicia Keys is marrying this woman named Lydia.
Oh,
and,
wow, really?
They just purchased a 21-carat diamond ring.
Whoa.
That's right.
Christina, so 20 minutes ago now.
Oh, jeez. That's right.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Who's going to get blackjack as far as the diamond ring's concerned? We need a 21. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So Christina's happy. That's all that matters, Terry.
Yes.
And the 20-carat diamond ring.
That doesn't help her. It doesn't hurt either, I guess. Wow. First person to have a golf ball on their finger is the winner.
Right.
Golf ball, 20 carats. That's a softball already.
Jeez.
Man. Mount Everest on your finger. That's where it'll end, ladies and gentlemen.
The T-Man.
Both Kenny's dad and I were in Scouts for years.
Was your dad in Scouts, Carmen? Oh, yeah, you don't have a dad.
1-866-663-T-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Certain women from UW won't be a part of adult entertainment anymore.
Ow!
The porn site called Dorm Angels featured pictures and videos.
Dorm
of
Angels, go to it quick. Dorm Angels. www. Have you heard of this site, Terry? Dorm Angels? Are you there every day?
Haven't heard of it.
Have you heard of it, Hotshot? I've never heard of it. Dorm Angels.
Heard of the concept, but not that one specifically.
Send me a Dorm Angel.
Certain women from UW won't be a part of adult entertainment anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The porn site called Dorm Angels featured pictures and videos of nude women, some in sexually explicit scenes. Today, owners of the site took down all references to the university. Wow.
Interrupt the flow of the broadcaster there, Terry.
Yeah. Pictures and videos of nude women, some in sexually explicit scenes. Today, owners...
I'm sorry, I did it again.
And videos of nude women, some in sexually explicit scenes.
Right.
Today, owners of the site took down all references to the University of Washington, along with hundreds of pictures taken on campus.
Hundreds of pictures taken on the UW campus, Terry. There are hundreds of pictures that women made themselves available for on the University of Washington campus.
Wow.
That's just an awesome thought. And the site felt the need to take it down, huh?
I guess so.
I'm taking it down right now, too, Jerry.
Wow. Today, owners of the site took down all references to the University of Washington, along with hundreds of pictures taken on campus. The co-owner of the site says it's not worth the legal bills.
No, it never is. Steve and I totally imagine you're on Dorm Angels right now. So why don't you give us a full report on what you're seeing?
Well, I see college girls.
He thought for a second to deny it, but then said, that's the point.
Realized no.
Yes, okay, what are you seeing? You're seeing college girls, but you're seeing no UW girls because UW made a complaint against dormangels.com.
Well, they say they're from Washington, though.
So they don't make any references to UW, but they do say they're from Washington State
there's
now.
one from New York.
Wow.
NY.
NYU?
It says NY.
Is it? Mary Kate? Good women, what's the deal?
Some are completely.
Yes,
But I think, I think this is, the front page here is, I think, enticing me to join.
Right. Oh, so you got to be a member.
Yeah. What's the fee?
I don't know.
And you can see all these naked college girls for a fee, and Steven's debating on whether they do it or not.
30 days, $29.95.
30 days, $29.95. Well, we got passwords at our disposal, right?
Plenty.
Okay.
Or 120 days for the low price of $79.99.
Oh, what a deal!
Well.
Send me a dorm angel. Steven, you have it? I think it's the Pet Shop Boys.
I don't know if we have it.
Oh, jeez.
I'll look.
Oh, great. So what happened? What happens to make this
look at
site...
the other computer, though, when I'm focused on the one.
What happens to make this site feel like they have to take down the UW pictures? Does the UW administration complain?
Probably.
They call up the president of UW, calls up and says, hey, I've been looking too much at my own people here. Take that down.
It's not good for the university.
Today, owners of the site took down all references to the University of Washington, along with hundreds of pictures taken on campus.
Hundreds of naked pictures of UW women were taken on campus, Terry.
Wow.
I love UW.
I love college.
Whoa.
Man. Speaking of a Pet Shop Boy.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Good morning.
Gay, was I right? Was the song Send Me an Angel sung by the Pet Shop Boys? And is it true, is the rumor true that the Pet Shop Boys were named because they liked doing that Richard Gere kind of thing with gerbils, or what? You know nothing.
I don't know, and I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy.
Is he a dorm angel?
I would say no. Gay.
No, I go to dudedorm.com.
You go to Dude's Dorms?
Dudedorm.com.
Dude dorm. Neat.
Dirty what? Okay, anyway. That's pretty interesting. Gay.
Yeah.
Right. How are things going? Oh, Steven said dudedorm.com. Much bigger reaction than...
Right. Than Dorm Angel.
Yeah, than dormangel.com.
Couldn't resist.
Interesting.
Sometimes you just have to leave
So
it alone.
he wasn't lying, Steven? There is a dudedorm.com?
There is.
Oh, jeez.
They're in Florida.
You had to go and confirm, huh? They're based out of Florida, Gay?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's done a lot of research.
Nothing like that warm sun in your face, huh?
Always naked, all the time.
Oh, jeez. You're more gay than ever. Are you aware of this? Even with your testosterone. Are you still getting your testosterone shots?
I actually have not for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you think? Ooh. All right. Anyhow.
What do you think?
Well, that's why you're more into dudedorm.com than you would have been 2 weeks ago. Anyhow, again.
Yeah.
I'm interested as to whether you've rescheduled or you've already gone for your sleep study investigations. Has that happened or no?
I go this Saturday.
Oh.
This Saturday. So you're going to take a weekend and you're going to sleep under the supervision and the wiring of some kind of study group.
Yes. I go for one night.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't have to miss work or anything, right?
Yeah, that's why I made sure it was on a weekend night.
Because work's going so well for you?
No.
Why isn't work going well for you?
Trouble.
Countdown.
Oh, boy.
Trouble.
I still have the same problem, so I'm struggling.
All right, let's make the wages right now. What will end first, the Nick and Jessica relationship or the gay phone operator and work relationship, Terry?
Yeah, and what do I get out of it? I didn't get anything out of staying this long.
Well, you got a paycheck.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
that's what people get out of going to work. You go to work, you lend your services, and they remunerate you with money.
Yeah, you get clothing and shelter.
Yes, and food and
basic needs.
Well.
Yeah, that's just what I needed.
What do you expect to get out of a job?
That's what I needed.
What do you get, some $10,000 reward every week that you work? Hey, congratulations.
You might do another week. What's that now?
You guys are the ones making the bet?
Yes, and some of us won and some of us lost. There was a changing of monetary notes. What's the big deal? Anyway, so you're not getting any kind of joy or gratification out of work. Is that what I'm hearing now?
Currently, no.
So what does that mean? Is it all over for you?
No, I'm still doing as best as I can.
Mm-hmm. But as James Ingram sang a long time ago, your best, not nearly a good enough.
Ooh.
Not lately, no.
He was this close to being a Pet Shop Boy, Terry.
Was he?
Anyhow. Gay?
Yeah?
Did you hear on yesterday's program us talk about Jimmy Fred Reman's romantic Romantic night! Did you hear anything about that? What, you what?
He had a coupon that was expired.
Oh,
We said, oh, honey.
so you did hear about it, Gay?
Yeah.
I don't have to re-explain it to you?
No.
What do you think about him, even though he lives 5 minutes down the road, going on, what was it, Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night to a hotel and staying with his wife to make sure that romance was on the radar in full blast in his marital world.
It sounds like a pathetic attempt to keep his marriage intact.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Well, of course, he's raising his hand.
So I got a 36-year-old man who's never been on one date in his life.
Wow. Well, it depends on your definition of date. Gay phone operator
Going
has
to the
a different...
Fruit Loop? Is that a date?
And
He
you
has
know
a
what?
different
You can't get my
lifestyle
age
than
right,
you.
You can't get my weight right. You don't get anything right.
You can't get his age right. He's not 36. You
I'm
can't
sorry,
get
you're
his weight.
35.
You can't get his weight right. He's not... Well, I think he does get your weight right, Gay.
Well, unless he's lost more since the last time we spoke with him.
I don't know. I haven't been on the scale.
That's because you're afraid to.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'll go do it right now, you ass.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, I think Romantic Night is starting right now here on the program.
Yes, I'm feeling it.
I want to know if Gay has changed his mind about going on The Biggest Loser.
Yeah, I don't think you should get Gay mad at you, because before you know it, he'll send that picture that you hate that he has of you to dormdudes.com.
Front of the website.
Right.
Which may be where he got it in the first place.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people wanting to go on romantic nights with you.
Wow!
And yes, I made the quotes with my fingers.
Oh, jeez. He'd be very popular, but you're not saying it right for Romantic Night. Are you weighing yourself, Gay?
No, do you want me to go do it?
That'd be nice.
I'll be right back.
All right.
It'll take him about 8 minutes just to get to the bed.
Yeah, see, I think you're asking for trouble. And then you know what? You're going to yell at us when he sends that picture.
Yep.
And he knows what picture we're talking about. When he sends that picture to dormdudes.com, he's going to get mad at us.
You just put the idea in his head.
Oh, see, he's already started.
Yeah, but if the
You're
idea's
the
in his head,
one.
I would shut up and not say anything.
But he can't.
That's a great picture, though.
He can't.
Pretty funny.
It's amazing he made it look so real. Well, some might say it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Gay phone operator has left his phone to go weigh himself at the nearest truck stop, and he'll be back before you know it.
The last time we heard, he was, what, 388? Something like that?
No, he went from 388 to 376 or something like that.
79.
379, you're right.
I'm back.
All right, take a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's already had 6 breaths in the time I said that to her.
Oh.
Gay. Oh, jeez. Getting euphoric. What is your latest and most current weight?
373.8.
Wow.
Ooh, good job, Gay.
Gay. That's probably how he lost it. Right.
Oh, that's good. He's down.
Gay, you're down 17 some odd pounds. Woo! What do you attribute this to? Running to the scale back and forth?
No,
He goes back right now.
What?
Tired of being fat, wanting a life.
Fine, I understand that that's the case, but it has to be more than that. What are you doing? What's your secret? You're doing something. Are you taking some pills or something?
No.
We're not going to find you passed out in your bathroom, are we?
No. The only pills I'm taking is Ambien to sleep at night.
You're taking Ambien?
Yeah. It is the best. Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
They are good.
Oh, my God. Uh-oh. Bonding moment over drugs.
All right. Anyone can bond with touch on over drugs.
Yeah, I know.
Anyhow, so what else are you doing? There's got to be something that made you lose 17 pounds, no?
I've got totally back on fast food.
Yay!
So my aunt is actually cooking my meals.
I noticed that sign slowing down at McDonald's.
It's back down to 88 billion served.
Right. It's stuck on you. Anyhow, so that's the secret. You're not going through the drive-thrus as much.
Hardly at all.
Hardly at all.
Great.
What about yesterday?
I'm so proud of him.
Not, never, but hardly at all.
Aw.
Yes, you know what? Yesterday I did go, but I got a sandwich at Arby's. I didn't get something deep fried.
Oh, that's good.
What was on the sandwich?
Turkey, bacon, cheese, lettuce.
Diet food.
A sandwich.
Right!
Did you get the curly fries or the other one?
I didn't get fries.
Ooh, wow.
He got no fried
all I got was a
food.
sandwich.
Well, what about a response to Jimmy Fred's claim that you're just jealous because you've never been on a romantic night in your life? Is that true or not true?
Why would I want to be jealous of something that he would go on, especially his little type of romantic romantic night.
Well, first of all, it was good food, Gay, so you'd be happy about that.
Okay, you know what? What I'm finding out is good food is not always the best, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Maybe it's the company. Maybe you need better company than...
you shouldn't be slurring your words anymore. Your tongue's got to be fine by now.
Okay. He was making a point. I didn't hear it. But go ahead. Yes, what was that, Gay, now? Anything else?
The good food doesn't make up for his bad company.
Oh. Wow.
I don't care if you're in the
company. A guy who breathes so heavy the whole room can hear him.
Okay. Well, it sounds like these two won't be going on romantic night anytime soon.
I mean, you could have picked a better hotel. Maybe, there's another hotel with a W in the name.
Okay.
Okay, talking to a guy who sponged off his cousin while she was basically on welfare, made her pay the rent, made her clean the house, pay for groceries. I mean, you are a scumbag of a man.
And for the majority of the time that I worked, the job's making double the amount that she did, and I took care of everything else. Yeah, I sponged off her. I don't think so.
You sponged off her for 29 months, Gay.
Oh, you're such an idiot.
I'm an idiot. You were out of work for 29 months.
Yeah, and I had unemployment for 18 of that, and then I used savings, and then I had this stupid Greek man for the rest of it.
What's up with the stupid Greek man? Any sign of him still be amongst the living, or what?
He keeps sending me new pictures of the SLK, and it's just...
Nude pictures?
No, new pictures.
New pictures.
Of the 2005 SLK.
He's still taunting you that he's going to buy you a Mercedes.
He's dangling the carrot.
Well, have you told him it's time to put up or shut up with that Mercedes, or what?
No, I stopped responding. I'm tired.
But he's still holding out hope for you that you're going to have a Mercedes in your driveway at some point.
I have no hope that I will.
Still holding out at some point you'll have a driveway at some point.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds promising.
Well, it's good that you're down, Gay.
Oh, jeez.
Good job.
Don't kick a man when he's down, Terry. Very good, Gay.
Thank you very much.
Have a great... Anyhow, Terry, what else is going on? Real quick, what do you got there?
Barry Manilow has agreed to appear on...
Billy Manilow?
Barry Manilow.
Oh, all right.
Has agreed to appear on Clay Aiken's Christmas special. He's
Is
going
that
to be
right?
a guest.
What a combination.
Yes.
Let me tell you. If we were to find out that Clay Aiken was Barry Manilow's son all along, Terry, I would not be surprised.
You're right.
All right. If he was Clay Manilow.
Clay Manilow.
That's right. I would not be shocked at all. The age range is about right. Wouldn't that be quite the scandal?
Ooh.
Ruben Studdard would be out there going, "See!"
I knew it was rigged. The Clay Aiken.
Oh wait,
Christmas.
he won.
Yeah.
But you forget. Anyhow,
it just seemed like the winner.
A Clay Aiken Christmas.
Yeah, I don't see the Ruben Studdard Christmas special coming up anytime soon.
I know.
So Barry Manilow and Gay Aiken are going to be hanging out on stage there.
Yes, December 8th. On
Interesting.
NBC, yeah.
Mm-hmm. By the end of that show, in the dressing room, will certainly live up to his name of Clay My Ass is Aiken. There's no question about it, Terry. What else? Real quick, what else?
Also, I have an interesting fact for you about contestants who appear on The Price is Right. They're given a couple of rules regarding Bob Barker.
They have rules that they must follow before they step foot on the Price is Right stage, before they can play the range game, before they can play Hole in One, before they can play Plinko.
Plinko's the best.
That's the best.
They still play these games?
Yes.
That show is still on the frickin' air?
Yes.
Unbelievable. Yes.
Bob Barker coming out each day looking more and more like a corpse.
No, he's had way too many facelifts to look like
Still
that.
looks like a corpse, Terry. If we found out, kind of like if I found out about Clay Aiken and Barry Manilow being father and son, I wouldn't be shocked. If we found out that Bob Barker died 9 years ago, I would not be shocked, Terry. And they just, if all of a sudden you see fishing wire coming from his arms, I would not be shocked, Terry.
Oh, marionette.
Yeah.
So the contestants on Price is Right have to...
are given little rules in regards to Bob.
They have to follow rules or else they're told, don't even bother coming to our show.
Right.
And the rules are, don't make fun of Bob's undergarments. What?
No. One rule is girls can kiss Bob.
Girls can kiss Bob.
Yes. Boys can't.
Boys do not kiss Bob.
No. Everybody can hug Bob.
Everybody. Men, women, you're all welcome to hug Bob, just not too tight or he'll disintegrate.
Right. But the number one rule is don't hurt Bob.
Don't rough up the Bob!
That's right. Very good.
And if you can follow those rules, you can play Plinko.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How exciting.
Terry.
Yeah?
I think those are well, it doesn't seem like they're asking the world of these people to win brand new cars and dinette sets. Don't rough up the Bob! Hey, you, get your you're putting those lips. Very exciting, Terry.
He spells out that guys can't kiss him.
Yeah.
Most guys are sure dying to kiss his wrinkly old face.
Well,
come on, please.
You live a life where you've been struggling to get ahead, and all of a sudden a new car is staring you in the face. You win it, and see if you don't want to kiss old Bob.
All right, I'm kissing Bob.
What if the rule was you had to kiss Bob if you want a car?
Oh,
okay.
wow.
A lot of men would say, sure.
A lot of guys would kiss worse than Bob for a new car.
Not like at this point of Bob Barker's life, kissing him is like a homosexual act if you're not inclined to be anything but heterosexual, Terry. It's not like you feel like you're doing anything that would go against your heterosexual ways, Terry. Bob Barker's Bob Barker. He's not a man or a woman. He's Bob Barker. Oh. Well, never heard that ending.
Because you're usually in commercial by now.
Yes.
All the contestants are set to go. Everything's good.
Yeah, and I've already come on down. Yeah.
The T-Man. Here's to 5 miserable months on the wagon and all the irreparable harm that it's caused me.
I'm planning a wedding!
Well, just, you know who that voice is, Terry?
Yes.
She almost made it so extra obnoxious that you can't identify that that's Oprah Winfrey, Terry.
I'm planning a wedding!
Oh.
It's not just a wedding, it's the dream wedding of the year.
Well,
The ultimate...
of course, everything Oprah does, you can tack on to the end of that. It's the dream of the year.
Well, everything she touches turns to gold, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a wedding, it's the dream wedding of the year.
The ultimate fantasy wedding goes to... Sharon and I!
Oh, yes. You got a wedding! You got a wedding! You got a wedding! Everybody got a
Last
Very
night,
exciting.
couple Sharon and Al won this wedding, and now Oprah has delivered.
Sharon and Al.
Sharon and Al.
Very exciting for Sharon and Al, huh?
That is neat.
When they find out at the end of the day that they have to pay $50,000 in taxes, I'm sure they're not going to be too excited about all the stuff Oprah's putting together for them, Terry.
I feel sort of like the mother of the bride today. I feel like the great friend of the bride. I feel like...
Oprah doesn't want to be anyone's mama. Nope. She decided that a long time ago. Don't ever call me a mother.
I feel sort of like the mother of the bride today. I feel like the great friend of the bride. I feel like Glinda the Good Witch.
What's her name? Glenda?
Glenda the Good Witch.
Oh, Glenda the Good Witch. It's a Wizard of Oz reference. Yes. Everyone likes a nice 1938 reference, even though Wizard of Oz lives Oz in our heart for every year.
The great friend of the bride.
Yeah.
I feel like Glinda the Good Witch.
Oh.
Oprah enlisted Uber wedding planner Colin Coway to do the honors at the Hotel Bel Air.
Oh, good.
What is it about Oprah that just makes her, the perfect hostess all the time?
Oh, jeez.
Because she pays great attention to detail.
Right.
She thinks big and she does it right.
And that's only in the buffet, Terry.
Yeah.
She thinks big and she does it right.
Yes.
And this day, she did just that.
2,000 yards of amber, satin, and rush chiffon were
Oh, only 2,000 yards? Come on, Oprah, don't shortchange this lady. 2,000 yards of amber satin. I don't even know what this means, Terry, but it sounds very nice. Well done, Oprah.
2,000 yards of amber, satin, and rush chiffon were draped to line the ceiling and walls.
Oh, goody.
Willow branch centerpieces are adorned with over 1,000 orchid blossoms that were flown in from Amsterdam.
Now that Oprah does all this for this couple, Terry, do they feel more inclined to keep this marriage going? Or can they get it annulled in a couple of months like Nikki Hilton did?
Well, I'm sure they feel...
They're going to feel responsible to have a happy marriage. All that pressure. You don't buy 2,000 yards of chiffon.
Right.
And then all of a sudden have the marriage implode in a year.
No.
You can't do that to Oprah.
No. And I think Oprah probably, did a lot of interviewing a lot of couples to make sure that she was investing in somebody.
And Oprah knows. Her intuition is better than anyone's in the world. She'll be able to look at you and tell if your marriage is going to last.
1,000 orchid blossoms that were flown in from Amsterdam.
And, of course, there was the Vera Wang gown.
How many did you try on?
Oh, my gosh. I tried on 4 or 5 dresses, and I didn't plan to have this dress, but when I put it on, I just fell in love.
Well, now if only she can do that with her husband. That sounds terrific. I'm sure it's going to be a ratings bonanza, don't you know?
No, I'm sure it is.
Everyone's going to watch the Oprah orchestrated wedding. And, of course, we're only a few weeks or days away from Oprah's Favorite Things show, Terry. There's just so much to look forward to this holiday season.
I gotta start lining up now.
Are you kidding? All those audiences are lining up. You think they're excited when they hear that she's having Gail doing some interviews on her show today? No. They're waiting for her to come out saying it's the Favorite Things show.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait for that.
Yes.
Well, you know, she's looking really good lately. And the Globe is reporting that ever since she's gotten really svelte and all sexy looking, that it's carried over into a relationship with Stedman, and that they are having more sex than ever before.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That they spend a lot of time in the bedroom.
Because she's looking better than ever.
Yeah, and she does. I mean, I saw her picture on her magazine.
Well, she lost the weight.
As always. But I mean, she is. She's looking really, really good.
She lost the weight years ago. It's her hair and her makeup. She's got that whole fleet of people working on her for every show. You can just tell that she's not doing that herself, right? She's not in the back curling her eyebrows up and down.
Well,
or her eyelashes and all that stuff. She's got just fleets of people working on her every single minute of the day. And because she's feeling good about herself, is what you're saying that you're reading in the Globe, it's carrying over into her personal life. She's having more sex with Stedman today than ever before in her life.
Yep.
And, of course, if you look deeper in that article, Terry, there's a quote from Stedman, and it says, "Help!" Is that anywhere in there, Terry?
No, I didn't see that.
Maybe I just imagined that.
He's like a POW in her house.
Wow.
He'd rather spend 8 years in a Turkish prison
Right.
than have Oprah get so much confidence in herself that she won't get off of him.
Jeez.
Man. So that's a happy story as far as you see it, Terry?
I think so.
And Oprah herself has so much added confidence these days. Because like anyone else, even given her mass success, she could have insecure moments too. Is that right?
Yes.
But, see, that's all it takes in life. Have a fleet of people working on your makeup every day, and you, too, can get confidence.
Right. That's the message, kids. So just wait your turn.
Yes.
It's right around the corner.
It happens to everybody.
Your ship will come in, folks out there.
Right.
Oprah's did. Yours will, too. And then you'll start having sex with your lover again.
Alleged lover.
Alleged lover.
Wow.
Stephen knows from alleged lovers.
I guess so.
And he is indicating that this is an alleged lover. Is that right, Stephen? You're not buying the fact that they're in a true relationship.
Yeah, why wouldn't they have gotten married? I mean, come on.
Well, Oprah has
Close the deal. Have some kids.
Oprah has a little money to protect, maybe she's thinking, and she doesn't want to have kids, so I think maybe she's saying to the world, what's the point?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And all men are bastards is also the tagline of that little statement.
She stated that she doesn't think marriage, needs to be define her or anything like that.
Oh, well, I mean,
need to be defined by.
Isn't this a woman that, by responsibility alone, Terry, isn't it her responsibility to have kids because she has so much to offer? With all the underprivileged kids out there, shouldn't Oprah be balancing the scales a bit? I mean, she's got the stretch marks already. Why not just have kids?
Jeez.
But did you hear? Like she did.
It's not like she's saving her body
for those roles.
Well, no, she claims that she
movies?
went out and I think she adopted like the Somalia kids or something. One show, and that's her giving back.
The whole country of Somalia.
Yeah,
she
something
adopted.
like that. I saw that in one time when the show was on hiatus. She decided, I've decided to adopt all the kids in Somalia.
I've decided to buy Somalia.
Something like that. So that's what she's going to do.
Well, her idea of adoption is she just wrote them a nice check. Well,
Right.
that's fine. I don't think they're living in her mansion, Terry.
No, you're
all right.
right,
She doesn't
but-
wake up and send the Somalian kids off to school.
Right. I know that.
She doesn't make them breakfast.
But for her, that's how she's giving back, and
So
the
you
whole-
feel that that's alone enough?
Well,
okay. Someday, everyone out there, your ship will come in, and you can buy Somalia too. Right. You'll be able to outbid Oprah for Somalia in the future. It's just right around the corner. Fine. All right. Well, I just see her as a woman, Terry, who just gives off the impression like she has so much love to give. I think she should wake up and have some little ones running around the house, get them all ready for school, make them a handsome breakfast.
Yeah.
she's not making the breakfast, but
Pick them up after the day's done, discuss life, share the wealth.
It's better to sit on all your money and hoard it.
Not just the wealth of money, but the wealth of knowledge she's accumulated over the years to some kids out there that may not have as special a life otherwise. Just wondering when that's going to happen. When is Oprah going to have the show where she's in labor. And Gail is throwing out Stedman because he had no part of it.
Right.
They use Gail's sperm to artificially inseminate over. When is that show, Terry? That'll be
One
my
of the favorite things.
That'll be my favorite thing show. Yes. All right. Well, I guess we're a few years away from that, but I still see it on the horizon. What else? What else is going on there, Terrence? What else is happening? Or do you want me to take a call right now of amongst these people waiting? There's a guy who has a Bitchler sighting out there.
Oh, wow. We always love to hear about Bitchler.
Well, there's been a number of Bitchler sightings, Terry, since she's since she went to the ham sandwich release party. It's renewed people's interest in the Bitchler. It's amazing what attention she draws. Mm-hmm. And since the ham sandwich party, and by the way, if you were not at the ham sandwich party, or if you were, there is great video for everyone to see what they missed or what they enjoyed if they were there. There was a limited exclusive type invitee list at the ham sandwich release party, and there is video of the festivity that took place a couple of weeks ago now on the tmanshow.com. If you have a computer that allows you to see nice, moving, rapid, fluid video, in other words, if you don't have one of those crappy dial-up modems, then you can go to the tmanshow.com and see this video. It is well done by our friend, the computer freak, right?
That's right.
Plus, there are many still pictures of the ham sandwich release party. Have you seen this video, Terry?
Not yet.
You have not?
No.
Well, let me tell you.
Hmm?
You're missing out.
Okay.
Because you never look better.
Oh, jeez.
I'll repeat on the video, Terry. Anyhow.
It's really helped her and Stedman's relationship.
Constance the Bitchler. Well, Terry's a fleet of people now. Yeah. Constance the Bitchler is very, very clearly seen on both the pictures on the tmanshow.com from the ham sandwich release party and on the video. And on the video, you'll see good moments of Akon singing, serenading the Ham Sandwich Man on his first day of freedom, as the Ham Sandwich Man requested back when he was a locked-up individual, Terry. So I'm just making everyone aware that that's up. It's available. Stephen, are you looking at it right now?
No, they're good videos, man.
Okay.
Nice job.
I think he's still on Dorm Sluts. Or whatever.
Dorm Angels.
Yeah, Dorm Angels.
That one.
Or Dorm Dudes.
Okay. Wow. So as I was saying, there's a guy on the line who claims he had a Bitchler sighting. It's never very flattering for the Bitchler, but always interesting. And it's always, speaking of interesting, it's always fascinating to me to hear about how people's obsession with the Bitchler continues to grow, Terry. You want to hear that, Terry?
Sure.
Are you there, sir?
I'm here, man. What's going on?
How are you?
I'm not too bad at all. Yeah, about the Bitchler, man. That girl is nasty.
Well, it's amazing also how some people think that she's so hard-looking that it borders over or carries over the borderline of nasty, and some guys are emailing saying, T-Man, that Bitchler, man, she's hot. Yeah. Let me at her.
I just don't think so, dude. Me and my friend went to Alderwood Mall Saturday, and
this past Saturday.
This Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting in front of Orange Julius, and I saw her and one of her friends standing there, and I'm sitting at the chair. And I'm looking at her backside, right, and I'm just staring at her. And she turns around, grabs her meal, and comes to
Well, how do you know it was the Bitchler, first of all?
This is before I knew it was her.
All right. So you were staring at her backside, so she couldn't have been that nasty.
Right. So nasty. She started talking, right, and then I noticed her voice. So I was like, you sound familiar. And she was like, yeah, I'm from the T-Man show. I'm a celebrity.
So she didn't really guard that information. As soon as you said, you sound familiar, she came right out with, I'm the Bitchler.
Right out with, she said her name was Constance.
Mm-hmm.
The Bitchler day, right? And she was like, yeah, don't say nothing about blah, blah, blah. So back to the point, we're sitting there, right, and she's feeling me and everything like that. So I'm like, all right, cool.
She's what? She's feeling you?
We're in front of Orange Julius in Alderwood Mall.
Yeah.
And, okay, she's like, I'm feeling you, everything like this.
Oh,
right?
so literally, not literally speaking. Go ahead, yes. In a figurative sense, she's feeling you.
Yes.
With the Bitchler, you never know, Tim.
Right, you have to specify.
I mean, it was Orange Julius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they do sell hot dogs.
All right, check it out, dude. Well, she comes up and everything, right? And she's like, I'd love to see your head between my legs and everything like that, right?
Wow.
Came straight to
She loves to titillate at a good mall, Terry.
Yes, so.
Yes.
Check it out, dude. She came straight to the point. So me and my friend were like, all right, but the only way I touch you is if I were to hit it doggy style. I mean, that's exactly how it came out.
Well, this is typical Orange Julius banter, Terry.
Yeah, it happens all the time, right?
All right. Stop right there for a second. Stop right there. If you're going to talk in these kind of graphic references, we need to hear both sides of the story. Let's see if she's around this morning. Let's see if she was even at Orange Julius on Saturday, Terry. Maybe it was an imposter bitchler for all we know, but it doesn't sound like it so far. It sounds like something that'd be right up her alley, literally, Terry. So let's see if she wants to respond.
Hello?
Constance.
Yeah.
T-Man here.
Okay.
There's a guy, as I preface this whole story by saying there is an increasing interest in your own self these days. I guess maybe was spurred on by your visit to the ham sandwich release party, but we're getting more and more bitchler sightings being reported on the program, and I only feel it's fair to have you on the air when some guy comes on and says that such and such a thing happened, like this man is claiming happened over the weekend. Were you at Orange Julius on Saturday in a mall near us?
I was at a mall, yeah.
Okay. Sir, why don't you continue on, and now the bitchler can interject where she feels the need.
Constance, I know you remember me.
Do we have that much of a non-life?
Yeah, you and your friend with the black herpy on her lip. They were trying to knock on me.
I love a good black herpy, Terry.
Yeah?
Such a turn on.
What is it?
I love to lick it.
Oh, God.
Tastes like black licorice. The guy that called you in the mall for coming in with no eyebrows. That guy. Yeah, you don't come into the mall not looking good, right?
I will go to the mall looking whatever way I want to. If I'm tired and I don't feel well, I'm really not going to sit there.
Well, let the bitchler respond. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
First of all, we are talking about a man with 2 big teeth, 2 little gums. He's alternative, so he still wears Adidas shell tops. And he came up to me talking about, yeah, well, I just want to, I just want to have sex.
Well.
Are you serious?
Okay.
Why are you even calling? Get a life.
No, check it out.
That's
out.
sad.
What did you say before I said all I wanted to have sex? You said I just got my cake beat last night and I'm raw right now. And it turned me off.
No,
me
not
and
really.
My friend.
Oh, dear.
Not really.
Hey, I
think that was a nice birthday party reference.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Not really.
All right, sir, the bitchler has asked you a question that I haven't heard a response to. Why are you calling about this information? Why do people continue to call about bitchler sightings? Is it because you have such a lack of a life that this is the highlight of your year, sir, or were you just so fascinated?
Everybody overestimates this girl.
Highlight of your life.
She said she was 25 years old. There's no way you're 25. There's no way you're 35. You're not cracking. I just want to let that be known. You are not cracking. Nah.
I really don't care what you think. I really honestly don't care. I know, first of all, if you would have seen me with my makeup on, dressed, even without it, you would never be on my level. You're not on my level. That's why I didn't talk. That's why you're calling the show talking about me. Did I call looking for you?
Constance, the man brought up an interesting point to the story. Did you show him naked pictures of yourself at Orange Julius while you were slurping down a nice tropical beverage there, or no?
Tropical sensation, dog.
Did you show this man naked pictures of yourself in the mall?
What was that?
This is exactly why I'm still single, because of stupid men like this.
No, you're single because you're not cracking. You're single because you're not cracking.
You know what? I really don't care what you think. I know that I am.
Sir, I told you that Constance has a look, sir, that is very split down the middle. There is a lot of guys out there, and I continue to get emails from guys who say the exact opposite, that the bitchler T-Man let me at her. I didn't realize she was that hot. I didn't realize she was that big time. Please give me a number where I can call her.
All right, well,
and I keep it all to myself.
Functional family member, she's dysfunctional, she's ugly, so you guys will give her props and credit. But
no, it's not the truth, sir. If she was ugly, and it was clear on that, I would certainly make that well known. But that is just not the case, sir.
I am now making a new rule. I am making a new rule.
Wait, let's hear. Wait, Constance has a new bitchler rule. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear the new bitchler rule. Go ahead.
If somebody is that bad and bold enough to call the station, I don't want to talk to them on the phone. I want to talk to them face to face. I'm getting sick and tired of this. This is getting out of control.
I told you I was calling for the maid.
I can't even leave my house.
But sir, you're kind of playing both sides here. You're making it seem like you were checking her out at first, like you were into her.
Are you kidding me?
You started by saying, you started the story by saying you didn't know who she was and you were checking her ass out, indicating that you were obviously into her. And then all of a sudden, when things got on a verbal level that you weren't comfortable with, all of a sudden now she's not cracking.
Yeah, once they didn't go his way.
Something that turned me off, and she thought she still had power in the conversation.
What did she do that turned you off?
As we were talking about sex-wise, she told me she just got her cake beat last night, and she's raw. and me and my friend just...
Who would say that in conversation?
So, Constance, you
Does that even sound like something that I would say?
Constance, you deny that you said that you got your cakes. Oh, I didn't want to. You deny that you made any kind of reference to having sex the night before.
Heard me say something like that before.
Well, not on the air.
Okay.
When I call your 900 number.
I don't believe you. Why would you even come out lying?
Why are you even calling the show, though, love? Why are you that
why would
bored?
that not be known? Why are you going to ask me
Get
that
a
question?
freaking life. Get a life.
Why don't you get
All
a life?
I have to say,
you
get
know?
a life.
What's about that?
Let it be known.
It's just twisted. Get it right.
I really don't care.
Hate
I
the
don't
game.
care. You understand that I don't care your opinion because you're ugly? I don't care.
I'm not ugly. I put way more.
You don't pay my bills. You ain't feeding me. You're not doing nothing for me.
There you go, Tim.
Why do I
Put
care?
us on the line. Put us on the line. Girl, I swear to God, I put way more.
I'll tell you what. You want to have a man against woman pose down?
Yes, pose down.
We can have our first multi-sex. Oh, jeez. We can have our first intergender pose down. Sir, if you're as good looking as you claim you are, why don't you come down here and have an old-fashioned pose down at the T-Man Corral? We'll put pictures of both of you on the TManShow.com, and both sexes can vote as to who's more attractive for their own gender, and we'll have it decided by the listeners. Sir, are you gonna show up?
Of course he is. He has no life.
I'm working. I can't show up later on today. Yes, I can.
But you can show up later on this week.
I can definitely show on later on.
Oh,
Constance, are you ready to go against this man in a pose down?
You know what I'm saying?
You get nothing out of it. You get out of it to show the world that you are not necessarily...
What do you get out of it?
He wants what? He wants Sonic tickets?
Well, but see, he's the one who's sitting there talking about it, but...
Then we believe your stupid story.
Yes. You know what you get out of it? Because right now you're sounding like an idiot, sir. Believe it or not. Against the bit, sir, and this is hard to do. You sound like an idiot. All right? So you could kind of salvage a little bit of your dignity if you were to be in this post down and win. That's what you get out of this. Okay, good. We'll do it. Later this week. Constance, you're in? You want to go against this guy to post down?
I'm in. Anytime.
Anytime.
Right.
Well, Jimmy Fred's going to get you both on the line now and arrange that time where fine photographs are going to be taken of them both, Terry, by a photographer to be determined. I think the days of Polaroids have to come to an end.
Yeah.
This is serious stuff now.
Senior picture time.
We need Yen Louie or someone coming down here.
Hey.
Because we, in case you're not picking up on what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen, have just agreed upon the first intergalactical, first intergender gender against gender, huh?
We've come a long way, actually.
Yes. This is growth, Stephen. Multi-gender pose down! As you listen in right now behind the glass, you'll hear Jimmy Fred arranging a mutual time for both combatants to come down here and have photos taken.
Okay, I'll bring protection if you... Oh, wait.
Constance, you promised me a discount.
Idiot scum.
As I said, we're eavesdropping in on arrangements being made for the post down. Do something behind that glass!
I told the guy to give him directions. He's coming down on Thursday during the commercial break.
Oh, it's so seamless, the process, ladies and gentlemen, as you hear. It's a battle of the sexes.
Oh, yeah.
Who's better looking as it relates to their own sex, so to speak? Is it? Otis. Oh, even the CD's freaking out, Terry.
They want it to be here.
Is it Constance, your bitchler? Or is it Random Boy from Orange Julius?
Random Boy, is that what we've dubbed him?
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's time for a new Rocky CD.
Yeah,
anyhow.
so.
Or maybe you guys should put them in the covers that they come with.
Oh.
Wow.
Jeez.
Or you can also do it, Stephen.
I'm not in the studio. How could I do it?
Okay.
It's set for Thursday morning.
Thursday morning?
Whee!
What's today?
Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday. You couldn't arrange it for tomorrow?
He couldn't come down tomorrow.
Something tells me he's not coming down Thursday either.
Really?
But we'll see. I kind of give it a little 50-50 situation, Terry.
Okay.
And if he doesn't,
What's that now?
I asked Constance if she wanted to use her nude picture. She said she'd do it fair and square and take pictures that morning.
Mm-hmm. She wants pictures taken that morning.
Yep.
She doesn't want any excuses as to why this guy loses in the post down because, as Constance described, he has 2 big teeth and 2 little gums.
Right.
Yeah.
That is not going to translate well on the tmanshow.com when it comes down to vote getting. So what does dude? Gonna try to look all sexy in his pictures?
I guess so.
That should be a treat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a landmark day on the program if you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, new ground being broken as a man against woman post down is just 48 hours away.
Next time I'm at Orange Julius and they ask if I want to add a banana for $1, well, I look at him a little differently now.
Yes.
Oh, can't wait.
Thursday morning.
That's correct.
All right.
And if he doesn't show up, Weeman's in the post down?
You know that's how it works.
The T-Man.
You never know what you have till it's gone, and I wanted to know what I had, so I got rid of everything.
Cube 93. Hey, what's up? It's Karen Wild from the Cube 93 New Music Department. And
on Seattle's #1 hit music station.
Cube 93. The T-Man. 1-866-663-T-Man.
Welcome back to Talk Sex.
Oh,
We
geez.
have Anna on the line. Hi, Anna.
Terry, there are a lot of listeners out there that are very much the everyday listener, and they complain that we don't do things that we always enjoy it when we do it. Why don't we do it more often? Playing this crackpot Dr. Sue is definitely one of them.
Okay.
Playing this drunk lady who sits there every night talking about sex, hoping that she doesn't get a heart attack day in and day out there. That's one of those things. Playing the T-Man I Hate You hotlines, another thing that we seem to neglect too often.
Mm-hmm.
We have to remember to do these things.
Okay.
And I'm glad that I'm doing one of them right now. Dr. Sue.
What was the other thing we had to do again?
There's a lot of things. I can't remember for the life of me what they are. But I get a lot of emails. We get phone calls of people saying, hey, why don't you do this more often? Why don't you do that more often? Hey. Well, don't complain about this crazy lady today, because for today, we are a-playing.
Hi.
Hello, you got a question?
I do. My boyfriend is awful at sex.
Oh, jeez.
And
Man, why don't you just come right out with it?
Yeah, don't be shy.
Come on. It can't be awful. Is anyone really, truly awful? Is anyone so bad that it certainly reaches the category of awful?
Well, for this young lady, yes.
She said my boyfriend, my husband, what'd she say?
Boyfriend, I believe.
My boyfriend is awful. I mean, she doesn't even try to sugarcoat it in case he or a family member or a friend of his is listening.
Right.
Boyfriend is awful.
And his name is?
Hi.
Hello, you got a question?
I do. My boyfriend is awful at sex. And I know I'm only his second, but I want to know, how do I tell him that he's not good? How can I teach him to be better at it?
Well,
okay.
Well, maybe your fat gut's in the way. Is that something you have to consider?
Jeez.
Will Dr. Sue ask her about that? Maybe have her look within herself for a moment? No, I doubt that Dr. Sue is going to do that. Dr. Sue is going to believe everything she's hearing, even though she doesn't hear both sides of the story. When you don't hear both sides of the story, Terry, you have to try to assume what the other side of the story would be saying.
Right.
And something tells me if her boyfriend were on the line right now, he'd be saying, well, ask her about her fat gut, Dr. Stu. It's not the easiest thing in the world to navigate.
That's great.
But she doesn't do that, Terry. This is why I don't have a sex show. I don't think I'd be too popular.
And I know I'm only his second, but I want to know, how do I tell him that he's not good?
Oh, jeez.
How can I teach him to be better at it?
Oh, Lord.
Okay. How about just simply saying, you know what? I think I would really like it if you did that. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yes, I like that. No, that doesn't.
Yes, but Dr. Sue, you're not listening. Nothing feels good when this guy does it. This guy has yet to do a thing in our sexual lives that felt remotely good. But Dr. Sue loves to start getting carried away with herself, huh?
I think I would really like it if you did that. Oh, that feels good.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes, I like that. No, that doesn't do it.
Yeah, but for no one but you, Dr. Sue, right now.
Oh, that feels good. Oh, yes, I like that. No, that doesn't do a thing. Oh, man, you are good. You are real good.
All right, this is when the alcohol really kicks into her on moments like this.
Is she playing with her dolls at the same time?
I don't know. You think I watched this show, Terry? I'm hearing it for the first time with you, okay?
I like that. No, that doesn't do a thing. Oh, man, you are good. You are real good.
Meanwhile, the call's sitting there. What is she talking about? Am I still on the air?
I like that. No, that doesn't do a thing. Oh, man, you are good.
Right.
You are real good. And one little bit of praise, and boy, he will remember. He really will. Now,
so you're saying I got to lie to him, Dr. Sue? Is that what you're saying? Pretty much. Dr. Sue doesn't realize, but she's putting down men right there. She's making it seem like one little bit of positive reinforcement, one little compliment, and we're going to just get so euphoric because we're so just non-believers in our own abilities to do anything well that if we hear that we did something well, we're going to start wagging our tongues. And very, very disrespectful to men, Dr. Sue. I hope you know. And I know you're listening.
And one little bit of praise, and boy, he will remember.
Right.
He really will. Now,
very true.
And you can take his hand and put it where you want it.
Oh, Lord.
But you gotta
really? I can do that, Dr. Sue? Wow. Because I read the instructions on the side of his hand. It didn't say anything about that.
And you can take his hand and put it where you want it.
Wow.
But you got to show him. There's got to be.
Where do I want it? Let's see. On the chocolate pudding, and then right to my mouth. Come on.
I like chocolate.
And you can take his hand and put it where you want it. But you got to show him. There's got to be a certain way of doing it. And you start off slow.
Wow.
There is a book, and they have the name of the book in the control room. I don't have it in my head.
Yeah, they're reading it right now because they're terribly bored. What's she talking about, man? She just goes on rampages here.
There is a book, and they have the name of the book in the control room. I don't have it in my head.
Right.
It's a book we review.
She has a control room on that cable access show of hers?
Amazing.
I can't remember. Wait a minute. I know it. It's called She Comes First.
Oh!
Wow. What a title.
Who wrote that crackpot book?
I don't get it.
She Comes First, Terry.
Yes.
By Selfish Bunt.
Award-winning author, Selfish Bunt.
Selfish E. Bunt.
I can't remember. Wait a minute. I know it. It's called She Comes First.
Wow, what a bit of fiction that is.
All right.
Subtle title.
Here. Anna, she comes.
Are you there, Anna? Should I be waking up on stage? What? Right. I'm sorry.
Large pepperoni with.
Oh wait. Oh, my Dr. Sue show. Okay.
I don't want to read. I want to get it good. Okay.
Right. I want homework.
She comes first.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Anna, she comes first. Okay. I can't remember the author.
Selfish E. Bunt.
But the title of the book is She Comes First.
Right, we've heard something about that now.
And it is a great book.
Sure it is.
Guys don't like reading books. They really don't. They don't like doing that.
Are you kidding me? Listen to this woman. Guys don't like reading books. I can't read enough. Man. This woman must be stopped, Terry. Smearing the good name of men.
But she's more popular than ever, isn't she?
Right! Thanks to us.
Yeah.
Playing her every once in a while. We gotta play her more often, Terry.
Yeah,
she's almost as good as reading Selfish E. Bunt.
You should see the cover of the book. It's a banana and a cut-open papaya.
You're looking at the book right now, Stephen?
I am, yeah. $16, Amazon.
Wow. Now that sounds like quite the bargain. Free shipping. Okay, good.
And it is a great book. Now, guys don't like reading books.
Who's the author, Stephen? Was I right about Selfish E. Bunt?
I think so, yeah. Ian Kerner is the author.
Ian?
Ooh.
Almost giving you the impression that it's a man who wrote this book?
It looks that
Wow.
A man so desperate to get laid that he wrote a book called She Comes First?
Right.
Make it seem like he's
Yeah.
true to that.
Of
Yeah,
course.
right.
I'll tattoo that on my arm. It'll
Come
look good in the
on.
bars.
Yeah.
And I'm having a book signing at Alderwood Mall at the Orange Julius today. Line up, ladies. Line up.
Extra banana, only $1.
Mhm.
It's called The Thinking Man's Guide to Pleasuring a Woman.
Oh.
Wow. Let me tell you. Every man needs to be armed with that.
And it is a great book.
Sure.
Now, guys don't like reading books. They really don't. They don't like doing that.
Well.
So what you do is you say to him, you know what?
Huh?
I picked up this book at a store or a garage sale, whatever. It's a
Yeah.
brand-
Garage sale.
You always pick up new books at a garage sale, Terry.
The author's like, come on, man, garage sale. Jeez.
I know that all my neighbors, when they have garage sales, put out very, very phallic and sexual books, Terry.
Right.
It certainly gets the crowd.
Number one sellers, huh?
You got
Yeah.
a fake, put a 25-cent sticker on it.
Yeah. What a bargain.
So you can buy it for $16, Steven?
You can.
Something tells me you've already made the purchase.
It's ranked 280. They're 281st bestseller.
Really?
Wow.
It's not bad.
So doing pretty well.
All right. Good for Ian Schmagegi. What's his name?
Kerner.
Oh, Ian Kerner. Good for him. Yeah. Been divorced 6 times.
I picked up this book at a store or a garage sale, whatever. It's a brand new book, so you won't get it from a garage sale. But I picked up this book. Let's read it together. Together. And then you sit on the sofa, cuddled up to him, and you read it out loud.
Right.
And then you say, ooh, that sounds like fun. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'd like that. What do you think of that? Would that work for you?
Yeah, and then he starts strangling me, Dr. Sue. What do I do then? What are they? Do they have a book for that? Well, he has his hands around my throat. Terry, she's onto something here.
Oh, yeah.
You need to read to your man. You need to cuddle up by the fireplace, on the sofa, and read She Comes First.
Yes.
Yeah, most men can't read, so that's good.
Yeah, of course. That's what Dr. Sue is telling her.
We just walk around like Neanderthals peeing in people's yards. God. That's crazy. Can you read that for me?
She's reading to him on the sofa in front of that roaring fire, and then he looks back at her and says, ooga booga.
Right,
And then you say, ooh, that sounds like fun. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'd like that. What do you think of that? Would that work for you?
What do I think? I wonder if that little instruction they give you there in that book comes with a hot chick. Is that something Ian Spaghetti tells us to do? They go out and look for a hot woman for me to do this with?
Yeah, then I'll be interested.
Ooh, I'd like that. What do you think of that? Would that work for you? Okay, let's try that sometime, okay? And just have fun with it all the way through, okay? Does that help?
That helps.
Okay, Anna.
Whatever. You know, this caller was dying to say, no, you old crusty bitch!
Helps me none.
You've helped nobody!
She wasted time.
Why do people feel like they need to be sweet and cordial to Dr. Sue? She's not sweet and cordial to men. She's not sweet and cordial to a lot of situations, Terry. She's just loaded with vodka. That's all it is. And yet
And
this
proves it?
this woman who, I guarantee you, is not going to curl up with her boyfriend on a couch, like Dr. Sue suggested. There's no possibility that she follows her advice. And yet, instead of saying, Dr. Sue, you're wasting my time. You gave me nothing I could use.
Right.
Instead of being honest, this caller feels the need to be sweet about it.
Yeah. Okay,
Why?
thank
Why?
you.
Why can't you deal with Dr. Sue? No, you've helped me know how. Start over. Give me plan B now. Because
Right.
plan B's not working.
And just have fun with it all the way through, okay? Does that help?
That helps.
Okay, Anna.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Unbelievable. There you go.
Boy.
She was so good at what she does. They put her on 7 nights a week now. Isn't that the deal? Isn't she on like every night now? Didn't it start
On a lot.
as the Sunday night sex show, and now she's on Monday through Sunday?
Wow. Amazing.
She doesn't even get a day off now. She's too valuable.
Yeah, that's right.
There's too many books to advise people to read.
Too bad we can't read any of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish. Maybe that's where our frustration stems from.
Well, that's why you have a girlfriend or a wife. So they can read
Yes.
for you.
That's why I have both, Terry. I like a lot of books to be read to me.
I just go to the restaurant. I want meatloaf. I want this here.
This picture with extra this stuff.
The T-Man.
When you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Check it out. Traffic Jam. The T-Man Jam. 1-866-663-T-Man.
You're going to be sweating now.
Oh, man, when is that game? I cannot wait.
Even though it's likely I'll be paying him, obviously.
Right.
Just to make him sweat this weekend.
Oh, it's this weekend.
He gets so irritated, though, when you challenge
He loses a lot of bets to me.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, Steven, what you just missed during the break, are you able to figure it out on your own?
No.
Okay. He's so just percolating with joy over his Philadelphia Eagles after the last night Monday night football victory.
Right.
That we just made a bet. And it's a good bet for him. It's not a bad bet.
Right.
He gave me, well, let's just put it this way. The Eagles are playing the Redskins in Philadelphia, by the way, in cheesesteak land this weekend. They're playing the Washington Redskins. If Philadelphia wins the game, straight up, forget points, I give him $100.
Yep.
If the Redskins somehow pull off an amazing upset, he has to give me $300.
That's the ugly part.
Right.
That is the very
Now,
ugly part.
the Eagles are 10-point favorites.
Right.
So the fact that all he has to do is win by a point is pretty much making it clear that he's going to be handed $100 by me, which is not going to be the easiest thing in the world to hand him $100.
Right.
But just to make him sweat, if it's fourth quarter and it's tied in the second half, or in the fourth quarter he's only up by a field goal, just to watch him squirm it in my mind, because I'm not going to be watching the game. Just to know that that's happening is more than enough payment to me.
And part of the bet is we have to watch it at his little apartment, sitting next to him, right? Taunting him.
And I'm not so sure that the Eagles going to win this game.
Oh, really?
I think that the Redskins with Clinton Portis at running back are going to be able to run on this team of his.
Really?
So he may. Imagine if you had to give me $300. You know how many lunches that is, Terry?
That's a lot of lunches.
A lot.
Whoa, that's breaking bank on lunches.
This guy's going to go hungry.
We do not condone betting, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, we just do it
10-point
every
spreads
day.
is scary in the NFL, though.
Mm-hmm.
Very scary.
Every moment.
Well, it's scary if you're betting the point spread, but he's got it. All he has to do is have the Eagles win at home.
That's why I'd stay away from it. It seems too easy. It's too much of a lock. Those locks will get you in
How
trouble.
much more would it hurt him if late in the game, tie game, fourth quarter, Donovan McNabb back to pass, picked off by Sean Sprague. Again, lie to you. The fact that one of my best friends is on the Redskins isn't something that is being overlooked here. That's one of the reasons I'm going to be watching this game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
may as well have some action on it.
Might as well have some action on it, yes.
Why not?
And it could be over in the first half by all accounts. But still, I don't think it will be.
I cannot wait. Now I have action on it.
Now you feel like you have action on it?
Now I don't have to bet it.
You feel confident, do you?
I do.
Okay.
Trying to be nice and calm in there.
Are you sorry you made the bet? Because I'll give you an opportunity, even though we shook on it. I'll give you the opportunity right now to back out of it and say, you know what, I don't need this in my life.
Why would I want to back out? I got Terrell Owens on my team.
Do you need some time to think this one over? I'll give you some time.
I don't need it.
The Jimmy Fred Weeman is now obviously starting to realize it's not worth it.
You bet on a team that is beyond bad.
Oh, wow.
Those are the ones that get you, though. They're all NFL players. They're all good.
I'll bet you too, Scott, if you want it.
Oh, he's feeling pretty confident.
Instead of backing out, he's offering you the same bet. Will you take it?
His chest is all out. He's beating on it now.
So I guess the thinking music has turned over to Hot Shot Scott, who's now faced with a dilemma. Do you want to take the same bet?
Well, I only had half the thinking music. He asked me halfway through.
You need more time?
Yeah.
He wants the whole thinking music.
It's a tough one to ponder.
It's up to you, dude. Whatever you decide. Don't feel like he's looking at me like,
what do you do? Right?
What should he do? I don't care. If you make the bet, though, you have to pay if you lose, like I will. It's up to you. You said you're going to get enough satisfaction knowing that I have the bet.
Right. That's $600 Weeman dollars, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't want to pay $600 if the Eagles lose. Are you sure you want to make this bet with him?
If he wants to bet it, I'll take it.
Wow, he's
I'll accept his action.
How about listeners? Anybody out there?
It's a tad illegal. I will not be taking that.
Smart man. Smart man.
I don't know. I think you lost out on $300. I have a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the song, but I'm going to learn it before the weekend. Hail to the Redskins. That's all I know.
They have a song?
That's right.
Oh, I didn't know.
They don't sing it anymore because they never win, Terry.
Right, but I didn't know they had a song. Are they the only NFL team that does?
No, a lot of them have songs, I guess.
The
I
Eagles
don't know.
does.
Anyhow.
Weeman sings it all
That's
the time.
right. Anyhow, let's open the phone lines and start taking some calls, Terry. I'll let you do a couple of stories here, and then we'll hit the phones in mass force. Dr. Sue solving problems. Why shouldn't we, Terry?
Right.
At 1-866-663-T-Man. As you know, as always, as usual, that phone number is free. 1-866. It doesn't cost you $100 or $300. It costs you nothing. 1-866-663-T-Man. What else is going on in the world there, Terrence?
Well, the fastest growing plastic surgery trend is labiaplasty for the ladies out there.
Now, are you thinking that we all know what labiaplasty is, Terry?
Well, I was going to explain it to you if you would like me to.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to think it's some kind of vaginal procedure, Terry.
Well, it is, so to speak. It is when the plastic surgeon basically cuts away any of the looseness or sagginess of your...
So all those callers that chime in by saying Terry has a saggy VJ, you could actually be doing something about that?
Yes, I could.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Labiaplasty, you said it's the most popular or one of the most popular?
It is the fastest growing.
The fastest growing cosmetic surgery procedure is labiaplasty. And what do they do now?
They cut away the saggy skin.
Oh, that's just nasty.
And they tighten it all up and all that good stuff. Yes.
Now, obviously, single women are doing this because if you were married and your husband has already said I do and he's already seen your saggy VJ, are you that inspired to get your vaginal area tightened up?
Well,
it's like a facelift for your VJ.
Yes, pretty much. I would say yes, especially like, let's say your husband says, you know, honey, you don't turn me on anymore. Because, so that's always a possibility. You have
so
to
you're
be
telling
realistic
us there's a
about that.
cure for all these men that say Terry's a second VJ. You hear this, Stephen? Is there a cure for Stephen's a dickhead? I don't know.
I'm going to do some research. I bet there is.
Wow, surgery for that?
That is the fastest growing.
Yes.
I don't know, Terry. It seems like every month you do another story on the fastest growing cosmetic procedure. This is the first time you said it's labiaplasty. Maybe every month it changes, but quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one person did it last month, two this month, so that's
the
big
procedure.
increase.
So it's 100% increase.
Right.
The procedure usually starts around $5,000.
$5,000 to get your VJ tightened.
Right. Well, looking all pretty and young.
Does the doctor? Do you get really scared if the doctor during the surgery says, "Hey, put your finger here"?
Yeah, you think? It says here that while the operations are mostly safe, there's always a risk when nerves are cut, including scarring, pain, and loss of sensation.
Loss of sensation, so you can have the tightest VJ in the West, but if you're not having the sensations necessary, Terry, it may not be a positive procedure, do you think?
Yeah.
Man, my VJ couldn't look better, but I can't feel a damn thing down there.
How's the sex?
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
But there's a book you can get, probably.
Right.
Wow, well, that's interesting to know, Terry. I'm sure Dr. Mangabat is recognizing this is the case. He's understanding the trends, and he's about to open his doors to all the VJs of the world. So that's, I'm sure, exciting for him, don't you know?
Oh, yeah.
And as a matter of fact, it's got me considering becoming a plastic surgeon. What else, real quick? And then the phones, then I'm going to attack these phone lines, Terry.
Okay, well, according to Italian researchers, women who eat chocolate regularly had the highest levels of desire, arousal, and satisfaction from sex.
I'm finding it interesting, Terry, that all the stories you're doing these days, and it seems like a trend just over the past couple of days. Maybe it's an interesting time of the month on your whatever cycle you're working with these days, but you seem kind of horny.
I'm fine, really.
Usually your stories are balanced. You got a story about schools. You got a story about something that happened at a homecoming. You have stories that something happened between the police and a local town resident. You got all kinds of stories, is my point.
Right.
It's all labia all the time.
Well, lately, it's all labia, lubia all the time, Terry.
Libido?
What is that to tell us? Are you all right, Terry?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you back and better than ever? Is that what we should conclude here, or what?
Sure, you can conclude that.
Oh, jeez. Wow. 1-866-663-T-MAN is your number to call as we go to the phones now on anything you want to talk about. You're on the air. Hello.
Terry's a bus.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that'll never change.
Is that it, sir? I guess that was. It's funny because Jimmy Fred often will screen these calls, and they'll lie to him on what they want to say, and then just come out and say, Terry's a butt. What did that guy tell you he wanted to talk about?
He said he wanted Fearless's prediction on the Apple Cup.
What he went with was way better. The Fearless forecaster. That's right, Terry.
That's right, big
Don't forget.
weekend.
And for some reason, because both teams are so horrible this year, I get the sense that this Apple Cup means more than any year I can remember.
Yeah, probably.
There's no satisfaction for either school this year. So the fact that this is the only gratification that either side is going to get this year makes this, believe it or not, a more important Apple Cup than in years recently when both teams were pretty good and they had a lot to be happy about. The fact that both schools, believe me, more UW than Wazoo, but the fact that both schools have nothing to feel good about with their football teams this year makes this Apple Cup so important.
Yeah.
Don't lie and say it isn't. This is the most important Apple Cup as far as I feel than all the years recently I can remember, Terry.
You're overlooking the San Jose State win.
Need I say more, Terry?
No, you're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Apple Cup, a betting line.
Uh-oh.
Since we're on the subject.
Yeah, since we're betting.
Let's see here. It opened at Wazoo minus 11.5 points. However, the bettors have plunked down their early wages in Las Vegas, Terry, and they have moved that line to 11 points.
Wow.
So the bettors are saying, Las Vegas, you are overestimating the powers of Wazoo. They are always capable of cooking it, especially in a game of this magnitude. That's right, I say magnitude. This is a very important game. Who is going to get, forget the last hurrah, a hurrah this season?
Yeah, exactly.
That's important. This is a bigger game than ever. 11 points is the spread.
Wow.
It's a pretty sizable favorite. In Pullman, a Fearless forecaster will be in later this week.
Oh, good
great
deal.
And as you know, Fearless is never wrong. Right. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a problem, T-Man.
All right. How can we be of help to you, sir?
I came home early from my first job, and these girls from...
What do you mean your first job? You have a multiple job situation going on in your life right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. How many jobs do you work? 2?
2, yes.
What do you do? What are both your jobs, if you don't mind me asking, just out of curiosity?
I work at camp.
You work at camp?
Yeah.
What does that mean, work at camp? There are no day camps going on right now. It's the dead of winter, isn't it? Or it's close enough. Why would there be camp?
It's like a car dealership, and I work on the dock.
And that's called camp?
Yeah, camp motorsports or something.
Oh, all right.
And I also work at Redaway, which is another dock job. And
so you're a dock dude.
Yeah, I think you buy a car, they hand you a s'more.
All right, and what's the situation that is bothering you? Is it involving work or no?
No.
It's not involving work. Okay, go ahead.
So I come home, and there's my roommate, which is my cousin that just moved from Las Vegas.
You live with your cousin?
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't pay rent or anything, and I just let him live there because he's family. And I come home from my first job, and these hot chicks that just moved in down the hall are like, hey, you guys want to come over for some drinks? And I'm like, oh, I got to go to work, but yeah, I'll come over for one drink. So I'm talking to this hot 20-year-old, and I go ahead and go to work, and they come over and watch movies. And my cousin doesn't seem interested in her at all or anything. So I get off work of my second job. I get off there a little early so I can go home and maybe, I'll get some or something. And I open the door, and I see my cousin's naked butt bouncing up and down.
Wow. That's pretty graphic. So your cousin made the big move on the girl that you were into, and he was very aware of the fact that you were into her. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Your cousin understood that this was the girl that you wanted. He didn't have any regard for that, and he, in an opportunistic way, made the move when the move was there for the taking. And you think that was selfish of him. You think that wasn't a very family-oriented type decision he made, and you want to now condemn the good name of what was a good relationship between you and your cousin. Is that the deal? What would you like us to do here? What are you hoping to get out of this?
I'm just needing some advice on what you think I should do, because he doesn't pay rent or anything, and it's like...
So you're thinking because of this, forget about blood is thicker than water, you're going to kick out the cousin because he wronged you?
Yeah.
Is there any part of you that thinks to yourself, well, it wasn't like this was my girlfriend, all right? It wasn't like I had some kind of situation going with this babe. I was... into her. He obviously was too, even though he didn't make me aware of it. He had a chance to go for it. I got to be happy that he got something out of it. There's no part of you that feels that way?
Actually, I think it's a big part of me.
You don't think you're being a little bit of a baby, that, hey, it wasn't even your girlfriend, your cousin was able to get a little bit of something out of her, and you're being now this big blubbering baby. You're not feeling anything like that?
Yes.
Well,
the fact is, he got some in my own apartment before I did.
Well, he lives there, too.
Yeah, but...
Even though you love to point out that you support this cousin of yours, he still is a resident there.
Yeah.
It's not like he was there just for the week visiting. And even if he was...
But this chick was hot.
All right, you're angry. You wanted her. Your cousin got her. He had sex with her or what? I get the sense from the big ass pounding up and down that he had sex with her. Is that right?
Yes, pretty much.
All right, and you're angry about it.
Yeah, and they didn't, it's like when I opened the door, they didn't stop.
Well,
they just kept going.
They should have stopped and had some respect for you. Right. So,
everybody stand and salute, please.
Does this mean to you that you can't pursue her anymore because now that your cousin's gotten to her, you can't fathom the idea of having sex with her? I'm not sure she'd be the type that would be willing. It's something tells me that she may. In your mind now, she's off limits or what?
She's off limits because I see her as dirty and nasty.
Wow. Anyone else screw my cousin?
Yeah.
That good for nothing. So is your cousin, even though your cousin doesn't have as much going for him financially, is he a better looking guy than you? Be honest. Be honest. Be honest.
It's not that he's bad looking.
Right.
It's just like whenever I go out with him, it's like having a penis growing out of my head because he's so embarrassing.
He's so embarrassing. So he's lame, he's pathetic, and yet he's the one screwing the hot girl down the hall in your apartment building, and you're not.
Yeah, pretty much.
He can't be that lame if she's really as hot as you say. How do you figure it all out then? How does it make sense to you? He's all lame, he's all pathetic, he's a big doofus, and she's hot as hell, and yet she's screwing him. How does that make sense to you? How do you rationalize all this? She's nasty.
Maybe she just felt sorry for him?
She felt no. Maybe she's nasty, and she's as horny as Terry is these days, and she decided she thought no one would find out, and she was willing to have sex with them for those reasons. But no, girls don't have sex with guys. Believe me, I would have been the king of sex then, back in high school. If girls had sex with guys because they felt sorry for them, I would have had a much better, happy high school existence. All right, so forget that. What else could it be? Maybe your cousin, despite what you think about him, has a little more game than you want to admit. And you can't knock the guy for closing the deal.
But I'm decent looking, man.
Oh,
I should be pulling him in.
Maybe you should quit one of your jobs, be a little poorer, and get a little more ass.
Yeah, it sounds like you would have had her if you would have stayed around and had a drink. She was wanting you there.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have money.
So you think if you had more if you had more available hours that you would have been able to close the deal before him, it was only because you were not accessible? Or do you think maybe there's a possibility that she wanted him a little more than she wanted you?
Ouch.
Well, I'm asking you. I'm not telling. What do you think the case is? Do you think it's only because you were working so much and you didn't get an opportunity as quick as he did, and that's why she had sex with him first? Or do you think maybe she wanted him more than you? Which do you think it is?
No, honestly, she probably wanted him more than me.
All right. So why are you getting angry at him? Why are you going to kick him out on the street?
It's just the fact that I never got laid in my apartment, and he did, and he's just been here for like 2 weeks.
He's just so jealous.
Beat one of her friends. Quit being a baby.
Right. Go get the other. Wasn't there two?
Right.
And there are a lot of guys out there, present company included, who wouldn't consider this girl off limits.
Yeah, but I think he was raw dogging her, and I think
So what? Get it out of your mind. Still go after her if she's gonna make it happen for you.
I can't really get it out of my mind.
Believe me, I've had some really nasty guys that were friends of mine, and there were situations on the same. Oh, never mind. I don't even get into this.
Okay.
Dirty and nasty friends of yours.
Anyhow. Sir, there are some callers on the line that would like to give you their advice. Would you like to take those calls or not?
Please.
All right. Do you want to give us a name that we can refer to you as, or have you already?
Travis.
Okay, we'll call you Wussy Boy. All right, what's that? Okay. Travis. All right, Travis. Travis is on the line. You wanted to say something to him, caller? Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Travis is a sissy. He needs to get it out of his mind because blood is thicker than water, and he needs to just get over it.
No, but he's my cousin by law.
So what?
Not by blood.
So?
Oh, he's not a blood relative?
Yeah, but you said he's family, so you look at him as family.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's a big difference.
No, but he's still allowing him to live in the house without paying rent or anything.
You're on the air.
It's what you do for family.
You're on the air with Travis. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
I think Travis needs to kick his roommate out just because if he's,
love you.
worried about it and fretting, it's not worth the wrinkles. Just kick him out and then he can go after her.
He says he loves you and he wants to invite you over there tonight. Are you available or no? So his roommate can have sex with you.
We're setting up his roommate right now.
This is his third job now.
Hey, if you're not Travis, I get the sense that maybe you're not as good looking of the two roommates. If you're not comfortable being with the lesser of the two good-looking roommates, then maybe you need to live on your own.
No, I'm good looking, or I'm decent at least.
But not good enough to pull the hot chick.
What's that, caller?
I think he just needs to kick his cousin out. I mean, if it's only been 2 weeks and he's already having drama, it's not worth it. Kick him out.
Travis, if you truly feel.
He's on his own.
Travis, if you truly feel in your heart of hearts that your cousin, this law cousin of yours, wronged you, then you shouldn't live living day to day, lying through your teeth, feeling that way, and not pretending and pretending like you don't. You should kick him out, but I don't think you should necessarily feel that way. But I can't tell you how to feel. If you feel that way, get rid of this bastard who took this woman down when he knows you should have gotten first access because you pay the rent.
But the thing is, it's all about his ego.
Of course!
You know?
All men have interesting egos, Terry.
Right.
All men have very fragile egos. I don't know if the average guy would feel this way, but we can't deny that this is the way Travis feels.
Right.
So, stick it to the cousin. Set him out on the street. Make him think about what he did.
Yeah, then he moves in with the girl and marries her.
Right.
All right?
This dirty and nasty girl that Travis is in love with, for some reason.
Hey, there are a lot of dirty and nasty girls that men are in love with. We can't figure out why, Terry.
That's
Steven,
like
second
when I
issue?
was...
Yeah.
Either way.
Same voice.
It's like when I was in Korea. I was
Terry's is
pulling in
deeper.
prostitutes left and right.
Oh, when you were in Korea, you were pulling prostitutes. It's amazing how when you pay, you're able to hook up.
Mad
Pretty
game.
tough to do that.
Mm-hmm. Man, all the time I pay for hookers, they tell me they have a headache.
I gotta wash your hair tonight.
Yes. Travis.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think you're going to wind up doing here? Do you think the cousin's going to be out by the weekend or what?
I think I'm just going to make him start paying like 3/3 of the rent or something like that.
What if he can't? What if he says, hey, cousin, I can't pay any rent. I have no money. What are you going to do then? You're going to say, well, you should have been more loyal to the person who is paying rent. Let me have access to her first.
Yeah, I'll probably just make him start videotaping it or something.
Oh, jeez. Don't pretend like you're all freaky now, Travis. No one's buying it, all right?
Yeah, I'm just sad.
All right.
Well, when I was in Korea with the hookers, we always taped it.
See, I like you, Travis. I like you when you're more honest, like right now. When you say, I'm just sad, that's your true side coming out, and that's when I start rooting for Travis. Why is Jimmy Fred raising his hand? No one ever rooted for him.
If I'm repeating a question that was asked, I apologize. But I wanted to know if he said how he reacted when he saw his cousin having sex with
He was
this girl.
upset because they didn't stop. If they would have stopped and at least pretended like they weren't doing it, even though they were both butt naked, Travis would at least been able to deal with the situation a little bit better. But they kept going. How long did they keep going for when you're like walking around the apartment making yourself tea or whatever you do? How long did it go on for after you got home?
A good 2 hours.
A good 2 hours?
Come on.
Well, that's why she picked him.
Well, I didn't stay home. I just opened the door, and then I left.
And then you left.
I waited for them to come outside and say, oh, yeah, we're done and stuff, and then it just never happened.
And they came out 2 hours later.
Yeah, and actually my cousin called me and said, okay, you're good to come home now. We're done.
That was 2 hours later.
Yeah, pretty much.
Couldn't go into his own apartment that he pays rent for, Terry.
See, that would upset me more.
Oh, yeah, that would.
I'd be like, you know what? Take it to her place.
Mm-hmm. Pasty Davis, lucky he doesn't have a roommate, Terry. These are guys that are non-closers. Travis knows he could probably get laid. He's not an experienced closer, Terry.
Okay.
You hang something on the door if you have a girl in there.
Now, I am the Dennis Eckersley of closers. I don't know if you're familiar with Dennis Eckersley, Terry, but he's a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
I'm the Lee Smith. Who am I kidding? You're on the air. Hello.
I just think if she's that nasty, why don't they just both pound it?
Oh,
Then
jeez.
he'll be okay.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm not like that.
But then he'll get an ego boost.
Is this a man or a woman caller?
You can hit it, and your roommate can hit it, and then you'll be
This is
all
a
good.
woman?
Yes.
Oh.
No, I'm not like that, though. I need one woman for one.
So you were really looking for a relationship with this girl, right?
I mean,
is that
are
what
you
were
looking
looking
like?
for?
Is this like marriage material, or are you just trying to hit it?
He just doesn't want to share with his cousin, is all he's saying.
I don't know. It's been a long time. I've had a lot of.
It's been a long time since Korea?
But I want somebody to, like, spoon with or something.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you're a sensitive
Travis,
type.
I don't need you to be that honest. I did say I appreciate his honesty, Terry.
you did.
But Travis is looking for a woman to spoon with.
Yes. Oh.
Well, this one may not be the one.
And have a romantic night.
Oh, jeez. Travis, so now that the deal is done and your cousin has violated this woman so she can no longer be spooned with, are you starting to move on with your life? Are you starting to, even though you haven't made the decision as to whether to kick the cousin out or not, are you starting to look for other women to
I don't know.
what's that phrase again, Travis? Oh, spoon with.
Yeah.
That's
well,
right.
maybe he needs to look at it a different way. Obviously, if she's going to give it up that quick to the cousin, then
She's not the good spooning
right
material.
Yeah, she's not a spooner.
Yeah, so Terry says you can take solace in the fact that this wasn't the spooning woman that you were looking for anyway.
She's more of a forker.
Yes.
For you.
Well, it's like I'm not the kind of guy that'll ask a girl out. I can't take rejection. So
You walk,
I
in,
don't really ask
you
her
walk
out.
in the door and your cousin's giving her every utensil that he has in his Ginsu knife belt should tell you that she's not the spooner.
Right. So you just move on and you realize she's not it.
Yes. All right, Travis?
All right, sir.
Travis, I'm glad you called.
All right, I'm glad you answered.
Oh, jeez. Do you feel better, Travis? Have we made any headway here?
I'm still pretty lonely, but I can
Okay, well, we can't all of a sudden end your loneliness, Travis. We don't do magic here. But I can tell you I am interested to find out what your final decision about the cousin is going to be, so I hope you call back soon.
All right, sir.
Take care, Travis.
So you just ask for an update. And then when he does call back and give you an update.
He called me Sir, Terry.
Yes, he did.
He's a military boy who wants to spoon.
Yeah, I'm sure he paid for that in Korea too. Here's $100. I just want a spoon. Sure.
Yeah, those Korean prostitutes make great spooning company. Yeah.
The T-Man.
Say good night to the bad guy.
This is the 1-866-663-T-Man.
All right, so here's the deal. At least what Jimmy Fred is telling me. There are two women outside, and I caught a glimpse of them, and I can't believe they're anything over 13. They look like 13-year-olds playing dress-up, Terry.
Okay.
Which could present problems around here. But they apparently went to Hot Shot's little shindig on Sunday night. Apparently that was a bigger deal than we even imagined. The Simpsons season premiere that he was hosting. And they liked hanging out with him so much that they came down to hang out with him more.
Hottie, Scotty.
I'm very contagious. Chicken grease on my face. I'm hot.
So they want to come in and hang out, and I don't know what brought them down, but they're here now. And I guess you and them hit it off or something, huh?
Sounds like it, yeah.
Gotcha.
And how old they say they were at the party there?
They told me 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And the verdict is?
Maybe I'll have to bring them in just to ID them, Terry.
Okay.
If you're lying about your age, you always say 19. You don't say 18.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If you're 13, as I suspect they are, Terry.
Wow.
And you were to lie to be of some legal age, you wouldn't say 18.
Mm-hmm.
You say 19. You don't say 21. You say 22.
It's believable that way.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You get a fake ID, it says you're 22.
Okay.
You're way off. I'm not 18. I'm 19.
Oh, my God.
We'll bring them in a couple of seconds.
Gotcha.
Let them get a little older out there first. You're on the air. Hello. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. You're on the air. Yes.
Hello, T-Man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just wanted to call up from that last caller. I'm at work and I was listening to your show. I just wanted to tell that last guy, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
When is that little bit of terminology going to be outdated? Oh, wait, it was about 5 years ago. Okay, don't hate the player, hate the game is the bottom line.
Also old.
For Travis, who just called up a few minutes ago. 1-866-663-T-Man, you're on the air.
Yeah, that guy's a homo.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I didn't think they let gays in the military. What's up with that?
Oh, geez. Well, it's a don't ask, don't tell policy, sir. Anyhow, doesn't seem like people are too fond of Travis and his decision-making, Terry.
Yeah. Well, I think I just wanted to spoon with her
put him over the edge.
You know what, Terry?
Was a little...
Maybe that bugs some men out there and you, but there are a lot of women out there when he said that, their hearts just melted.
Oh,
I understand.
Like a chocolate bunny a week after Easter, Terry.
Wow.
If it makes it that far.
Right.
Not in your house.
Last time you week after Easter.
Not there.
It's not making it to Easter Sunday in your house.
He just bites the ears off and leaves the body for Easter Sunday.
Mm-hmm. You're on the air. Go ahead.
It's hollow and you're all mad.
Issaquah, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
T-Man, I got a comment for you about Travis.
Go ahead, sir.
The best way to get back at his cousin and get back his pride is take his balls that his cousin took away from him and do that girl wherever he lets him sleep.
Wow. Wow. Whoa!
But the Travis dude claimed that he's not that kind of guy. That's where the whole spooning comment came
He must
from.
have had a time, Terry, way back when he did something like that, and then he found out she was hollow. He was very disappointed.
He needs to be like that because people are just going to continue to walk all over him, so he needs to step up for himself.
Sounds like, from the sound of your voice, sir, don't be angry at me for using my intuition here, that you're speaking from experience. Is that possible? Okay, thanks for the call. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Your turn.
Yeah, I want to make some comments about Travis.
Everyone now is on the line wanting to talk about Travis. Travis made a nice impact with the listeners, Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to...
You can't say these words on the air, sir. We know you're such a tough guy.
Right.
Man, he had one word after another there.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just had to dump 2 hours of the program. Because that man had a string of profanity in the direction of our friend Travis.
You think Bush or Kerry's going to win the election?
Man.
We have enough built up for one swear word. So go ahead.
You're on the air.
Don't let the people know that.
Right.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hey, T-Man, what's up? I have an age verification for Tiffany and Sabina.
Who are
Two
they?
girls that are there.
What?
I have an age verification.
Oh, the two girls that are outside right now, you know them?
Oh, yeah.
How do you know who they are? How do you know what girls are waiting outside?
One's my sister, and the other is her Russian friend.
Her Russian friend?
Yes.
Man.
Russian friend?
Sorry, I've seen pornos like this. This is getting really exciting. Yeah, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Yeah, they're 14. My mom dropped them off.
Is that right? That's what I told you. I told you. You're going to get yourself in trouble. I know this, man. These are girls playing dress up.
I knew it, too. Dave.
Well, you
But I
better...
just go by what they tell me.
That's right.
I'm innocent. Unbelievable. This guy did what? Jimmy Fred's just saying this guy's lying. He doesn't know.
Why?
That's not their names? No, it is? I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out.
Jimmy Fred got the proof.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
The T-Man.
You're just another lying old dirty birdie, and I don't think I better be around you for a while.
chestnuts roasting on an open...
You're listening to The T-Man Show on Seattle's #1 hit music station.
Cube 93. 6663 T-Man.
All right, so there's very important issues we have to deal with on this program, Terry.
Yeah?
The potential of having 2 grotesquely underage girls outside right now that Hotshot is not convinced is. But the first words out of my mouth, Terry, you heard me say, these look like 2 13-year-olds playing dress-up.
Right. Mm-hmm. You did say that.
I don't know how they got into Hotshot's little Simpsons party.
Oh, we don't discriminate. Come one, come all.
But now they're here wanting to hang out with you even further, Hotshot. This is very, very, very peculiar. Let's see what we have here. Jimmy Fred spent a lot of time out there with him.
Yeah.
More time than he's ever sat with anyone out in the green room. All right? To the point where, for the first time ever, he was late getting back in the studio.
Whoa, wow. Crazy.
He was enjoying their little company.
Oh, yeah.
But one of them wants us to believe, well, they both want us to believe that they're not just 18, they're 19, Terry.
Okay.
Yes. And one says here that she lost her virginity at age 16, and her parents, who are Mormon, were pissed when the guy that she gave up her virginity to was quick to spill the beans on her to her parents. I can't believe that would ever happen.
Wow.
On top of that, she's very impressed that she knows all the words to vote or die now that the election is long over. That's certainly something that we're fascinated by.
She's building up valuable skills useful to an employer down the road.
Yes. And the other one says that she, on a somewhat regular basis, makes out with her cousin on weekends.
On a what? Somewhat regular basis?
Terry, I am going to prove to you that my instincts, once again, 100% correct, and Hotshot may have to hide out for a few weeks, as these girls are proven to be not just underage, but, just ridiculously underage girls, and then we'll send them back on their way, thank them for coming down. Maybe you can give them a kiss on the forehead there, Terry, and we'll all be good.
All righty.
All right, so you want to bring in, these are their names here? All right, bring them in. What are you waiting for, man? Don't pretend like you don't want to.
Oh, Pasty will do it.
Well,
I got it.
snap to his feet.
Come here, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's see what we got. Tiffany and Sabrina. So you had a big good old time at your Simpsons season premiere party, did you?
I did.
Seems like it. We have Sabrina and we have Tiffany. Who wants to be
Sabina.
the spokesperson here?
Yes,
Sabina?
yeah.
Sabina. Who's going to be this? You seem like the more talkative of the two. Are you going to be the spokesperson or what? All right, sit down. Make yourself comfortable. Who's the more talkative? Whoever is. Oh, they're sitting on each other's laps now, Terry. All right, first thing I have to establish here. They look actually a little older now than I see them here in the studio. I have stated on the air that you're just mere 13-year-olds playing dress-up here in the studio this morning. And that Hotshot, who's not as instinctful as although I may want to change that feeling now that I'm looking right at him, Terry. Okay. Do you have any ID? Do you have a library card? Do you have a middle school little student,
I have a card.
Student body card that you can show me or what? Keys to a car? Well, along with keys to a car, you would think would come a license. Do you have
I do have a license. It's in the car.
All right. Well, then Pasty Dave, in his very, very creepy way, will escort you outside. He will escort you outside to your car right now so you can get the license so I can see exactly where we fall in as far as an age for you guys.
It's a real old one, though. It's like when they were still sideways, you know?
What? What
My
is?
license.
All
But
right.
it shows
When they were
I'm
sideways?
19.
I thought you meant the car. Or I thought you meant Pasty.
No.
Anyhow, why don't you just go out with Pasty? You know what?
Yeah.
There you go. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, do you not believe that I'm 19? I mean, do I really have to go out to my car? I just came all the way up here.
Pasty's standing here ready to go.
He's at the door ready to escort you outside.
So I guess that means yes.
Yes, both of you. We'll wait. We'll sit around. We'll wait. And you guys can sprint top speed if you want and come back here in a matter of seconds.
Well, we'll be right back.
There they go. And we'll just sit here and do nothing until you get back. Actually pretty hot, man. You know how to throw a Simpsons season premiere party.
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo!
I was actually serious about doing nothing until they get back, Terry.
Do you think they'll come back with Pasty?
No, Pasty's going to run away with them. He has such mad game.
Right.
going to take?
We're really doing nothing.
I want to cut in a Julie Pilot show.
Well, I could ask for your stories, Terry. I could take calls, but I'd rather do nothing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm a cry.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
What happened to my music? Oh, jeez. Start over.
Shut up, Stephen Kilbreth.
What happened to my music? Oh, yeah. Pasty's calling on the phone line. Yes, Pasty.
See, man, they're currently in their car as we speak, trying frantically to find a license.
Trying to find
But they do have a vehicle that they drove down here, right?
Do have a vehicle that they drove here, yes.
Is there any feeling that you can tell us about? Can you give us confirmation that they are able to actually stick a key in that car and drive it? Or they just like break into someone's car and they're just playing a good game right now?
Well, it does look like it could be their car. But she has gotten what she needed, and we are coming back in the building now.
Oh,
watch out.
All right. Well, you work fast then, Pasty. Anyhow, we'll wait for you as you make your move back here. All right, Pasty? Oh, I guess he already hung up.
Yeah. He got what he needed.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we have other people calling in now that were at the Simpsons season premiere party. Mm-hmm. I will take those calls. You're on the air. Hello. I want to find out more about this party. I want to find out more about what Hot Shots do when he's hosting parties.
You want to go next year now,
Hey, man.
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the little Hot Shot shindig this weekend.
Yeah, what can you tell me?
And those little hoochies are probably about 16, 17 years old, somewhere around that.
Well, we're going to find out soon, sir. We're going to find out. If they bring me their middle school...
broke them off something pretty decent on the leather furniture that was in there.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Nice.
So you could get arrested just for thoughts like that. All right, where are they? Bring them back in. What do we got?
There you go, ladies.
Is this how you're doing it, Hot Shot? Is this how you're hosting Simpsons season premiere parties?
This is it.
Man.
Go to the middle school, say, come on down, ladies.
You didn't call me? You didn't give me an immediate page to get down here? Oh, Bart's hysterical. Got to get down here quick, man. All right, let's see what we got here. We have what looks like a driver's license tag.
Yes, I see.
It says that this young lady's height is 5'2", 114 pounds.
I lost weight since then.
Oh, 114 pounds. It's so embarrassing to point out on the air. I'm sorry. Eyes blue.
Mm-hmm.
Birth date 02/27/85. Do the math.
19. Almost 20.
Wow.
Hey.
Thanks.
Well, I am very apologetic.
Time to end the show early.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you then, now that we've established that you're 19 years old, you came down here because you had such a good time at the Hot Shot hosted season premiere party that you couldn't stay away from Hot Shot enough. You couldn't stay away from him any longer. You needed to see him again. Is that the deal?
Well, you're the one that we wanted to come.
I knew it. They're just using me.
That's what it always is, isn't
No,
it?
he's cool too, though.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice consolation.
Second fiddle, I guess.
We do need to end the show now again.
Hey, there's two of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, what season premiere is this weekend? I'm hosting...
South Park.
What?
It's not the start of it, but
No.
I love South Park. And
I am aware.
maybe we could have a South Park party.
Yes, I understand. I understand you know all the words to Vote or Die. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You're proud of that, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Tad proud.
Mm-hmm. If I were to play it right now, you could sing along.
Uh-oh.
Vote or die, motherfucker. Oh, Jace. Okay. Oh, she's editing herself. That's it. Well, because... All right. Who's the one out of you two that I'm seeing here makes out with their cousin every weekend?
The Russian.
That'd be the Russian?
Yeah.
And why do they call you the Mad Russian? Are you...
I don't know. Tiffany made it up.
Mm-hmm. But you speak perfect English without an accent. You are born and raised in this country. Is that right or no?
No,
You were born in the Soviet Union.
Azerbaijan.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Okay. by Chucky.
Save that for our premiere party. I don't know what that means. But and
I'll take one of those.
You, it says here, have a thing for your cousin. What is that about?
Thing for my cousin. I'm just saying.
I just make out with her. I have a thing for her. I can't stand her. She's ugly. But what does that mean? That
it's just a Russian thing, you know.
It's a Russian thing.
It's not a big deal to kiss, you know.
It's a cultural thing that in Russia, there's no problem with tonguing your own cousin on a Sunday. On a Saturday
I don't know
night.
about a Sunday, but on a Friday,
on
Saturday.
a Friday night.
I guess.
Sunday.
So why were they always mad in the 80s? Russia? Everybody's just making out all the time.
They're all making out with their family. You think they'd have been a little happier, yes. Do you have any understanding as to why that is? Is your cousin really hot or what?
She is.
She is.
Really hot.
And what happens? Do you have to get? Oh, jeez. Do you have to get drunk? Do you have to just feel bored? What do you have to do to call cousin on over?
We usually do it when we're drunk.
When you're drunk,
we don't really do it when we're sober.
Do you live together? Do you live alone? Do you live at home? Do you live with your parents? What do you do?
I live with my parents.
You live with your parents.
She lives with her parents. So.
And your cousin lives with her parents. Do your parents know? Both your sets of parents know that you and her.
No.
And you have a big size mouth now that I'm looking at it.
Big size mouth.
Oh, geez. I'm wondering if your cousin meets you halfway in that regard, and is she holding up her end of the bargain as far as the tonguing situation that you and her have together? Is that something that's happening or no?
I don't know.
You tower over her in sizes of mouths, don't you? Okay, I'm glad we could establish that.
Well, have you two ever done anything?
No.
Because it looks like you two are very close.
Yeah,
like you're sharing one share very, very accommodatively. Right, that's a word. As we speak right now, do you two have a thing for each other or what?
We've taken even showers together. But
You've taken showers together, but you've never crossed the line.
Like that. No.
There's showers downstairs.
She's not your cousin. You can't do that with her. All right. Well, I'm glad that you got such enjoyment out of the Hot Shot season premiere Simpsons party. I'm glad you loved it so much that you couldn't stay away, but we must ask you to go home now.
What? We drove all the way out here. It took us like an hour or something. And so we came all the way out here.
All the way from Queen Anne?
Yeah. What did you want to happen? What were you expecting?
They want Terry.
I guess.
What was your ultimate goal here? What do you need?
I don't know. I just wanted to
then you got it. Then obviously all your expectations have been met since you had none. And we appreciate you coming down. We're going to hang on to this license just for verification.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, just.
One more thing.
Oh, just.
Can we get tickets to the Christmas party?
Oh. Sure.
Really?
Yes. As long as you play Sex Over Glass. All right, where Jimmy Fred Wayman is standing.
Can you tell me how to play that? I don't think I played it before.
Follow these instructions.
Vote or die, mother. Vote or die. Rock the vote or else I'm gonna stick a knife through your eye. Democracy is founded on one simple rule. Get out there and vote or I will kill you.
But the next part, you can say.
Kill you.
Right, you can say bitch. Go
I like
ahead.
it when you vote, bitch.
Oh, dude.
Big dim titties when you vote, bitch.
I'm voting, baby.
I slam a Jimmy through your
I'm
mouth.
voting, I'm right here, I'm voting.
Get your big ass in that bullet loop.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. The T-Man Show. 1-866-663-T-Man.
All right, Terry Free is dying to do some final stories. Oh, just here on the program this morning. I know you have a couple left on your pile there, Terry. Actually, you have a whole big pile. I don't think we're going to get to many of them, but do what you can. Go ahead. What do you have?
A young girl was found inside of a piñata at a Mexican border check recently. It happened at the Tecate.
It's pretty creative. You can't deny that, Terry.
No.
They try to smuggle her across the border in a piñata?
Yes, they did.
Wow.
A piñata shaped like a Powerpuff Girl.
I was thinking of taking those two 19-year-olds and smuggling them into my house later today, Terry, in a piñata.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Beating it with my stick.
Yeah. She was 4 or 5 years old, and they noticed when the custom officials were checking out the piñata that it was a little bit heavier than the others in the car.
Well, you can stuff a piñata with just about anything. What made them determine, just because of its weight, that there was a little girl in there?
Well, they didn't realize that there was a girl in there until
maybe
they opened it.
It was not just the shaking, it was the sounds of help that had something to do with it, Terry.
Well, his eyes look realistic.
Because last I checked, a piñata, not the most comfortable place to camp out.
No, not at all.
Now, it's been a couple of years, but still, I do recall that being in a piñata, Terry, it's not the most comfortable thing. What else?
You don't
what
go
else?
hungry, though.
No, just say some rich white family requested this be one of the prizes when the kid hits it for his birthday.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
You don't go hungry, Stephen, yes, but there's only so much nourishment you can get from Tootsie Rolls. And What else, Terry? What else?
This is really nice.
I could go for a good Tootsie Roll now that I mentioned it.
Oh, okay. Robotics researchers at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh have
You ever
developed...
lose your love for Tootsie Rolls at any point in the world?
No.
Or what?
And it's a weird flavor because it's not really chocolate.
Right.
No, it is weird. It's not really chocolate. You're right.
Yeah, but what is it? It's so good.
And you can't get enough of them.
I was at the bank yesterday.
Yes?
And they, it's not just a Halloween thing. They always have a big bowl of candy at my bank.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me want to make a deposit every day. Stuck my face first right in that thing. Tootsie Rolls galore, Terry.
They even have them at the drive-thru, but you feel like kind of a loser when you ask for one.
But you do it
send it
anyway,
in the
don't you?
Steven, something tells me you're not hiding it anyway. So you might as well reach out for the candy. They have candy at the drive-thru?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do they have doggy treats for your dog,
They
too?
do, actually, yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. They
For
have it
all those people that go driving with their dog?
Yes, they do. And then they ask you, can I give your dog a treat?
And then Steven says, no, he's had more than enough treats today.
Including a Tootsie Roll.
I took care of him at home. He needs no more. Steven, I hate to hold you up. I know you have things to do today.
Go through the drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
With Campbell.
All right, go ahead, Terry.
I was telling you how
You tell me what?
a couple inventors make a pillow that lets you hug someone across the country or the world, someone, like if you're in a long-distance relationship.
You have a pillow that allows you to hug that person across the country.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Can you get VD from across the country, Terry?
It's called the hug.
Can you get herpes from across the country, Terry? Well, then this is a great invention if the answer is no. You can get herpes from a Tootsie Roll, I bet.
Wow.
All right, maybe not. Anyhow.
Anyway, this hug pillow, this is how it works. You use your hug
Trying
pillow.
to keep the topic on Tootsie Roll somehow, somewhere.
Would you like me to go get you some? Because there are some in the office.
I bet there are. Yeah.
And if they are, Terry knows where they are.
I know exactly where they are.
Terry can smell them right now.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, I had one on an earlier break.
Terry, we're not going to deny that that's the case.
Okay.
All right?
And when they're not out in plain sight, I know where she hides them.
Okay. Jeez. So does JD. Anyhow.
Oh, wow.
What else? What was that? You can hug someone across the country.
You have this pillow, and it has sensors. They say that you call the pillow up, basically.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
And then you give the pillows connect somehow, and then you squeeze the pillow, and it senses the pressure.
The pressure.
And then when the other person on the other end hugs their pillow, it gives the exact amount of pressure.
Simultaneous hugs from 3,000 miles away, and yet you feel like you're right next to the person that you're so desiring to be.
Right.
Next to. Next to. That's right. That's my Russian accent from my friend.
She gave you a quick Russian lesson?
That was for you.
So.
Too big to stuff in a piñata, though, Terry.
Yeah,
a little too tall of a Russian. All right, well, there you go. I got to get some of those pillows, Terry. There's so many people across the country I need to hug.
Right.
It is. I think that's nice for long-distance relationships, right?
Yes.
Help keep them connected. Oh.
So now I know what to get Jimmy Fred for Christmas. The Pitchy Pillow. There you go.
I want one, too.
T-Man, why do you shamelessly waste my time like this?
I don't know.
The T-Man Show. 1-866-663-T-Man.
You've been listening to the T-Man Show with Terry Free, Hotshot Scott, Jimmy Fred Weeman, and Pasty Day. We thank you for listening today, and thanks especially to Vinny the Pooh, the P to the OOH. He's really masterful at his craft, and we can't do it without him. Thanks for listening for the T-Man. I'm Steve Gilbreth, wishing you a fabulous day.